Right, so we finally reached Fort Beluarian. We paid a little extra so the boat will actually stay for us. I know it was part of the deal to take us back, but because we arrived so late, we figure we have to stay at least one night. We made our way up to sort of a cleared route up into where the fort is placed. It's quite an impressive setup, palisade walls, sort of big fort in the center, overseeing it all. Armorsmith, where there's weaponsmith, bazaars. There's a Temple of St. Cuthbert. I see you've renamed it from.
I did, yeah. It's no longer the Temple of Cthulhu.
Yeah, gave Fafuka nasty fright there. There's a large common sort of sleeping area in the tavern where we sort of hung out and had a few drinks, and you could have knocked us all over with a feather when we spotted a turtle wearing crystal goggles sat in the common room. So we introduced ourselves, swapped a few tales, discovered she's a guide working out of the fort. She listed a few things that she could take us to. There's a city on the shores of Lake Luo. She found there's a shipwrecked in the jungle, which kind of surprised us. She could take us to the bridge over Atuz Mahala and the garden palace of Nangalore of Queen Zalcor, I think it was, or Zalkizi, something like that. I'm not entirely sure if it's the same place or the other place, or the ruins of Mesro. She mentioned there are a couple other guides in the place. Shago, who's the son of Xanthi, one of the prince merchants, and Kwashi, a member of the Emerald Enclave. So our druid got a hard on for those druids, so is very interested in meeting this Kwashi.
Demi, you weren't full.
She mentioned that west of the River Olong has lots of undead, and the ruins of Mezo on the west of Mahaha Gorge. And basically, we sort of hung around and drank a lot until the Castellan showed up, and she's the lady we need to get our license from. So we met up the next day, went to the fort to get our license. But about the same time, we met Shago and his what turns out to be a plant companion called a veggie pig.
No, not Shago, Kawasha.
Kawasha, sorry.
Shago was is the
gladiator.
ex-gladiator. That's the
Yeah.
son, another one that's a son of one of the merchant princes.
Yeah, Xanthi. I think she does gyms and stuff.
Hmm.
Yeah, we went to
And
the
had
courtyard.
claimed to have royal blood.
Yeah, exactly. But where was I? Yep. So we went to the fort. Castellan appeared. Did a bunch of paperwork. She explained the rules. Explained where sort of the patrols sort of range, and then Tacklan spent a bit of time with Kawashi and Weed, sort of chatting about where they could go, what they could do, and then I think that was about it. We are basically wrapped things up with Tacklan talking to Kawashi about hiring him, though we still haven't quite decided where we're going. And apparently St. Cuthbert and the priestess St. Cuthbert and commander of the garrison are aware of the danger to everyone's immortal souls, but are currently not particularly helpful in supplies or equipment at this time, so they don't seem to be that bothered about it. And I think that's where it was. We're like 10 o'clock in the morning on the second day we're in the camp. So I suppose for me it's Madeline Lynch that we need to try and track down, because we've got this conversation we need to have with the camp commander before we can decide whether we're heading out into the jungle or heading back to the boat back to Port Nyanzaru.
And decide whether or not we're giving them the information.
I mean,
yes, for Fuchs, like yes, tell as many people as you like. I personally, for Fuchs' personal belief is that the camp commander knows exactly where these pirates are anyway, and has just lured us up here to murder us. Secret, but Other than that, yeah, tell whoever you like.
So there you go. What are you doing? It is it's still early morning on the 11th.
I think we're still waiting around for Madison Lynch to get back in touch with us, aren't we, about this?
Which,
Whether we're
Madison
seeing-
Lynch.
Is it Madison Lynch?
Well, she was that agent.
She was, yeah, she was going to go and see the commander, wasn't she?
Well, presumably.
Or report back, should I say. That's what she said she was going to do.
So, is anybody doing anything, or are you just hanging around waiting, or well?
How long did it take us to get here from the boat?
From the boat, it's about 40 miles. And it's you travel about 4 miles an hour. I think is it 4 miles an hour? So about 3 hours, 3 to 4 hours.
3.5, 4 hours.
It's fun. I printed a map, so now I know where we are.
Yeah. I checked it, in my break. So when is the ship leaving?
I believe it's leaving tomorrow. So this is the day after you've arrived, and the ship's.
It's 2 days from this morning, isn't it?
Yeah.
Because
Okay.
for food, paid for an extra day.
Yeah.
Correct.
Because originally we were paying for 1 day, and they said they'd leave tomorrow morning. And then for food, paid for an extra day, so they stay the day after, morning after that.
Yeah. Just in case you run into difficulty, don't have to hitchhike all the way back through the jungle.
So, again, what are you doing? What's everybody doing?
Early morning still, isn't it?
It is early morning. It's about 20 to 10 in the morning.
Is there somewhere that just sells local maps of Chult? I know we've got our own map that's detailed, but I want to see if there's somewhere that offers another map of Chult, just so I can compare to see what they've got.
There isn't really. It's a bit. It's a little bit strange in that no, there's no actual map sellers as such.
Because how are we supposed to hide our map when we're trying to compare it to other people's without them seeing it? Like, as example, the commander. To say, oh, well, that bit's wrong. It's actually, you're supposed to be here.
Well,
I think ours is the best map anyway, isn't it?
yeah, because
Yeah.
your map has been compiled from like loads of different sources. So there's no map sellers as such. The only maps that are available are ones that that individuals have put together. So like,
Our excellent guides are running a scam, and every cartographer who gets a slightly accurate map, they fucking ship them.
Yeah, well, that's what I was thinking. So how are these like
so
explorers?
don't forget that a guide does not necessarily mean that they have maps, or that it is just a guide. It's not necessarily solely or focused on being a navigational guide. A guide can cover the fact that they have local knowledge as like flora and fauna, what's safe to eat, what's not safe to eat, where what constitutes a safe trail and things like that. Doesn't necessarily mean a guide isn't necessarily familiar with a big swath of the jungle, because they're probably not.
It's almost like a local fixer.
Yeah, I mean, even the ones that have been to places, they've found them, but they've not got a map of showing them the exact route that they took. It's almost
Yeah.
impossible. I mean, to make a map while you're traversing the jungle is like next to impossible. They'll navigate by being familiar with an possibly being familiar with an area and recognizing landmarks and things like that. They haven't got like they haven't been traveling around compiling detailed maps of the area because it's just not possible.
So I think we're going to find it difficult to try and mark things on our map when we find them then.
Yeah.
Because we won't know where the fuck we are, even with a map.
Yeah, I mean, for you with the player map, it's you know,
a lot
it's
easier, I
it's
think.
yeah, it's made easy. It's not realistic.
But they will not be able to point us to a place. They'll be able to say, okay, we're 5 miles south of this known landmark. Then we
Yeah, or
can
they'll
see,
be
okay,
like
that hex and
we head south for 2 days until we come in
Yeah,
sight
yeah.
of such and such, or big like things like the Mistcliff Mountains. That's a massive landmark, so that
Yeah.
it's things like that they're working on, not a map.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
fine.
that's the reason why the map that you've got is mainly is valuable, but also it consists mainly of what can be seen from circumnavigating the coastline.
Yeah.
Well, the other thing that strikes me is, have you guys ever seen? There's a great YouTube video about Tom Scott about how they mapped the British island, and they did it with a chain. They did it with a length of chain,
Mm.
and basically measured everything with a chain because the chain wouldn't shrink or grow in the heat. And it took them, I think, like years to like work out all the trig points before they could calculate everything. But I mean that obviously is accurate to centimeters. Well, what we're talking about is we just want the right hex.
Yeah.
We want to be within 5 miles of something.
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, your player map is making it makes it easier on the players, but it's by no means an accurate map.
Well, I mean, there are tricks we can do once we get into the jungle. I mean, casting fly on either myself or Cade, and then we go up as high as we can for 10 minutes until it expires on us, and then we feather fall our way back to the jungle. Going up, giving ourselves that perspective, we may be able to see things a lot further away, and but still, it's
Even saying, I mean, you might be able to use that to pick out landmarks, but it's like if you were in the middle of the Sahara Desert and you went up in the air, it wouldn't really help you, would it?
No, because all you're going to see to the horizon is still the Sahara Desert.
well, unless that got you over to the next big dune and there's the
Yeah.
oasis.
Unless that's what I mean.
Unless
if there's a landmark, something that you can head towards. Otherwise, it's it's
no, appreciate it. I mean, the Sahara has claimed armies before, like 20,000 strong armies have died marching between two oases, got lost and died. So no, appreciate your points.
Well, yeah. I mean, you only have to walk up on the Peak District, and you can if you're just walking on like just moorland, just even if it's just open moorland, it's easy to get get turned around. You slowly veer to one side, and you end up going northwest rather than west, and
So
but anyway,
the upshot is we need, if we want to hit landmarks, we need a guide that can take us to other landmarks.
yeah. So a guide will help you be able to survive, essentially. And
but if we've got to choose 3 or 4 different guides, we want the one that can take us to the places we want to go.
Yeah, you choose whichever guide you want, whatever you think is suitable for your purposes.
But like if we're heading into deep jungle now, having been told by, let's say, the Oracle Naga of who lives west of Mbala, and she says, "Oh, you need to go south and west for so many days until you see the second peak of the something mountains is due south." Then we still need a guide because that's the guy that's going to help us
Yeah.
survive the jungle.
Yeah.
Cool. Okie dokie. So, sorry, chaps. I feel like I've spoken too much already. Are we chasing down this Madeline Lynch, or are we just waiting for it to come to us?
Just wait.
So you're just waiting. Is there anybody wanting to do anything while you're waiting?
Did we find the other guide?
No.
That's the gladiator in it. The other guy.
Shago, no, you haven't seen him,
Shago.
no.
Right, I'll set about looking for him then.
And is anybody else doing anything?
I like to go for a walk, just around the fortress, just sightseeing. Trying to memorize where things are and let's see
Okay.
if I spot
join you.
anything interesting. I'm
I'll
not
join you.
not trying to cause trouble. I just wanna find my bearings and let's see if I spot anything
Okay.
new, unusual.
I like how you got to preface that to folk. I'm not looking for trouble.
Fook does
So-
the same, but outside.
Yeah, so the front, I was just going to say, so the front gates of the fort are always open, and so are the gates to the inner bailey as well, the keep. They're
Sorry,
they're always open unless, well, they're generally open.
did they close them for the night?
Yeah, they close them on at night though. Yeah.
Okay.
During the day, I'll clarify that. During the day, they're normally left open.
And how many people are guarding, the entrance?
There's generally about 6 guards on the entrance. There's let's see how often there's a change of watch, which is signalled by a bell ringing in the keep.
And I mean, I'm no expert on this topic, but if just to have a proper look, in case of trouble, how long would it take them to close the gate?
Close the gates.
Yeah, so what kind of defense mechanism do they have in there, or
So
if you can-
they manually have to pull them shut, but it wouldn't take long. It would just take a few rounds to close them.
so is it no metal bars or anything like that? stopping from-
Yeah, no, there's no portcullis or anything, but no, there's bars to hold them shut.
So what I was thinking, like in the place where we were kept captives by the the pirates, if they suffer a dinosaur attack, would they be able to close the gate in time if a group of dinosaurs running against the gate or not?
Yeah, well, because they've cleared. There's got quite a wide cleared area, so they can see for quite. They get plenty of warning
Okay,
of
okay. So
anything approaching.
so it's sufficient. That's what I'm trying to figure out. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. No worries. Okay. Well, thank you.
No, to surprise them, they'd have to approach either during really bad weather or under cover of darkness, and that's the gates are likely to be closed under them circumstances anyway.
Okay. Cool. Thank you.
Yeah, so where are we? Find it annoying how stuff is really easy to find initially. There we go. Is that what it is? Yeah. Yeah, so the bell in the bell tower is rung 12 times a day. It's rung every 4 hours to signal a change of watch. And then it's rung 10 minutes before each change of watch to as like prior warning that there's going to be a change of watch. And it's all at the time when the watch changes, it's then rung a number of times to signify which number of watch it is. And there's also it also rings at daybreak as a like wake up call.
Okay.
And the bells can be heard from up to 2 miles away, apparently. So, apart from Vavuk and Cade wandering around and tackling, trying to see if you can find Shago, the other guide Shago, are the monks doing anything?
We'll just be trading outside near the well.
Okay. Yep, that goes for both of you. I presume that was a yes, Lee. I only heard part of it, but I presume so.
Yes.
Alrighty, jolly good. So, about an hour later, all had a good wander around, doing some training. Tackling, you've not found any sign of Shago, and asking about, it's you're told that he might be out. He might be out working.
What would work entail?
Being, doing his job as a guide.
Okay, cool. So he might already be otherwise employed.
Yeah, he might be doing that, or he might just be out hunting. But yeah, he's not at the fort.
Okay. Well, anybody I speak to, I'll just leave word. We're looking for him. We're just inquiring about his services.
Okay, so like I say, about just before 11 o'clock, you're approached by Madison, who tells you that the commander has made time to be able to speak to you all. So if you can gather your friends together and meet me at the gates to the keep in about 10 minutes.
Does Fafuk have time and opportunity to cast detect magic?
Well, you're still out and about, so she's talking to Tackling at the moment.
Yep, no problem. I'll rally the troops and get back to you as soon as
Okay.
I rally the troops.
Okay. So you go round,
Troops rallied.
wander around the fort and round everybody up and head towards the meeting point, I presume. Yes.
Yep, we do.
Okay. Right. So you meet Madison at the gate, and she leads you inside to the lower level of the Bailey, the inner Bailey keep, or whatever you want to call it. And
Any magic?
any magic? No, you don't detect any magic on Madison, and you don't detect any magic as you enter in through to the inner Bailey. Right, so you're led into the central courtyard where the statue stands with the wooden sort of walkway.
Is that where the little star is in the middle of the oval?
Yes.
Gotcha.
Let's see where Castilian. Okay, and she leads you around to the south side and into a large hallway. It's into a great hall, and there is a middle-aged woman in a full set of plate armor.
God, how is she wearing that stuff?
Does it still look like the ornamental stuff that we've seen previously?
It doesn't look like it, but don't forget she's not doing any strenuous activity.
Sitting behind a desk is strenuous.
Yeah.
Whoa. Not having that.
Oh, physically, mentally, maybe.
Sorry, I can't get through the door. That's right.
It's all right. I'm not. There isn't the map for it, but there's very little point. I'm going to put tokens on it. But very little point. Right. Let's see. So like I say, Madison leads you into the room, and then she excuses herself and leaves. And this woman gets up and introduces herself as. Is this going to work? Why is that not going to work?
Yeah, we
Everybody's-
can see her.
All right.
Fine.
Normally get like a response thing.
Yeah, we can see her.
I think he's done it like 30 times again.
Is it? Joy.
1, 2, 3, 5.
7,
Yeah.
7 or 8.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway,
7
oh,
or 8. Yeah,
shouldn't-
we can see her.
Okay.
Liara Portier.
Liara Portier.
Nice armor. She got nice armor.
Says, welcome to Fort Beluarian. I'm Commander Liara Portier. I understand you were contacted by my agent Madison, who's just shown you in.
Yeah.
Please take a seat, everybody. I understand that you have some important information.
We do, but we also have some questions first. Because the information seems to be in demand in some areas, and other areas seem to want to make sure it's not revealed.
All right, she walks past, once you're all seated, she walks past you all and closes the doors to the hall.
Any magic in the room?
No. I don't believe so. Let me just check.
Well, it's running on the edge now, so it's probably only like a minute left of it anyway, considering where I would have cast it to try and walk in and stuff. So if you tell me it's expired by now, that would be.
So yeah, it expires and you've not it's not highlighted anything at all.
Cool.
So you have questions? What questions?
Come on then.
With the information, if we were to impart it, what would happen with it? What would be done?
What would be done? It would be used to ensure that the fleets of ships are no longer come under any threat from the pirates.
Whose ships,
All the ships,
including the non-Great Orc merchant ships?
of course. The reason
Right.
I must admit I have some selfish motives for asking you to bring this information directly to me, because I can use this information to improve the relations between our organisation and the people of Port Nyanzaru.
Well, we have a situation where if this information gets out, that one of the merchant prince's sons would be in danger.
I would have thought that exposing of this information might also have the reverse effect. I would have thought once that information is out in the public domain, there would be little reason to have to follow through on this contract.
Well, his life's in danger anyway if this information gets revealed.
Do you know about the assassination contract?
I do, yes. Madison has informed me of the situation in Port Yanzaru.
Can I insight check her? Is she like lying or just
I
like
was just
stringing
going to
us
say
along?
to do an insight check to see if she's being truthful.
Can if you want.
I've not got much chance of this actually going off like, but I
There
didn't roll
you
that.
go.
No, you can't. Not that you're aware of. No.
Also, because we did come across some information which suggested that the majority of these 3 particular captains were just targeting other merchant ships and not Greyhawk ships.
It's interesting. And how did you come to this conclusion?
Information taken from the clerk at the Harbour Master's office.
I see. And perhaps you could tell me more about what you discovered about the pirates.
I think they're 3 names that you're probably already aware of.
Indulge me. Treat me as if I was ignorant of the facts.
Hang on. Need to bring up the information I do have.
Okay. All the while she's like sort of walking around the room.
Making me nervous, that.
Tackling, he'll just nudge whoever's sat next to him and just remind him of the fact that they might be worried about 3 pirate ships, but there is a giant dinosaur turtle that just snaps up anything that comes anywhere near Port Nianzaru. Why haven't they done something about that?
I think it's because it's the size of a freaking island.
It just makes no sense. Let's go after the 3 pirate ships, but leave the primordial beast to do whatever he wants.
I'm sure the merchant prince and the people of Port Yanzaru would be very happy if you were able to remove such a threat. But since
Bet they would.
Arameg is older than the port itself,
Do you have a map of the coast at all?
we only have a limited maps of the coastline. Yeah.
'Cause it might be easier to actually explain stuff if we've got a map in front of us that we can show you.
I can relay this information to the captains that we employ. So I'm sure via the use of landmarks and their navigational charts that they do possess, I'm sure we can.
The only reason I ask is because obviously we're not sailors, so there might be information we give you that might not make any sense unless I point it out on a map.
And the information that we do give you, if it's wrong, could lead to the death of the person that could actually lead you back, pinpoint to where we were kept from.
Well, as I say, I don't have any maps pertaining to anywhere rather than this immediate area.
Is there sorry, just quick admin. How many exits out of this room?
1.
And a window?
No windows.
Okay. And her wandering around, is she making like a lot of clanking noises, masking some other noises, like a bunch of troops gathering in the hallway?
Well,
outside?
her armor makes clanks as she walks. Yeah.
Can I hear anything else happening outside this room?
I suppose you could
boots
make
and
a
perception.
perception check.
Level of paranoia is going ratcheting up now.
Say one before we go through the information. One other thing I wanted to ask: why?
There's trumpets when you roll a 20.
Yeah.
I just heard it.
Why did you ask us not to tell, or why did you ask us not to tell the harbour master the information? Because obviously he would be the person that you would have thought would have necessarily needed that information. Is there some suspicion under him, or
I believe there is some. I've heard some stories that cast some doubt upon Zindar's loyalties, but as I say, I must admit to some slight level of deception on my part, as having this information would provide our organisation with some leverage.
Have we explained our mission to her?
no?
Sorry, what mission?
Maybe we should do
I don't
that.
think.
before
I
we
don't think
finish.
that's not relevant at the moment.
Mm,
So I think you're trustworthy enough to give the information to. I'm not happy about the deception side of it. But I think you.
Well, there are 2 points. Just butting into Obold's sort of very, very sort of
Is this out of
logical reasoning.
character or in?
No, in character, it's to say, what do we get out of it? Hang on a second. We've travelled all the way here to get a license, fair dues. But medicine imply that we could, like, quid pro quo here. So, I mean, we're out 50 gold pieces. I'd like to see at
Oh,
least something there.
don't worry, you'll not find me ungrateful for your for
Well,
the
I'm not
information.
interested in you in that way, though I appreciate the offer.
Right,
But
she
wonderful.
she scowls at you. I don't take kindly to your insinuations. If you want to have a
What's
serious discussion, then by all means.
I think
Oh.
Obold should do the talking.
I was going to say that there are obviously fairly sizable bounties in the harbour master's office. For
That
the
there is. I'm afraid that that level of reward is beyond our means. I'm afraid.
Well, I wouldn't expect.
I mean,
That-
that
that
is, I believe the bounties speak of capturing the actual ships, which
and
is
then extra for the captains.
yeah.
Yeah.
This is only information, which
yeah,
may
which
or may not prove to be useful.
Which I was going to say, we wouldn't expect that because obviously we're not doing the capturing. We're passing on the information that would enable the capture, hopefully, of the 3 ships and the captains.
As I say, I'll be more than happy to compensate you, but first I need to see what I'm compensating you for.
So I'll give her the names of the ships that we're aware of, which obviously match the bounties.
Uh-huh.
The Dragonfang, the Emerald Eye, and the Sturge. And I'll name the captains for each one. So Lascalia, Zaroom, and Elok. I'll say we do have a bit more information about Lascalia's ship, the Sturge, because we were actually on board that for a little while. He's got a first mate, a half-orc called Heel, and he's got a ship's priest called Kaldos. And I'll mention that he has a magical item that seems to be able to control the sea around them and make it calm, even in rough weather, so that they can enable them to move pretty fast, even during rough tides. And also they took us to Jahaka Anchorage, where we thought, we didn't realise at the time that we were with pirates. We thought they were actually merchants because they were trading with a turtle village down at the snout of Ongar called Ahoy Hoy, where we ended up stuck. And they were our only way to get back up, to get anywhere close to Nyanzaru. But while there, they took us captive. They knocked us out with something with food or in our drinks. And that's where we ended up meeting Soshan. Which is the the merchant Prince Akemi's son.
I have a ballad I wrote about it if you would like to hear it.
Well,
No, not today. Maybe tomorrow.
so we managed to escape from Jahaka anchorage, and with Sershan's help and a couple of what remained of his crew after he was captured, we stole a small ship and fled up the coast. But we did end up being pursued by Captain Lascalier on the Sturge, and he was only just getting into the harbour where the dragon turtle turned up that managed to ward them off and enable us to get to safety. But since we've been back, we have noticed that the remaining crew that was with us and Sershan have been murdered. So there is obviously someone that's not wanting this information out.
Indeed.
Was it
So-
27 perception? Did I not hear troops gathering outside the
No.
door or anything else suspiciously
No.
going on?
You can hear the noises around you, but you just assume it's just the normal comings and goings within the keep anyway, as it must be a busy place.
I do want to try another insight check while I'm telling her this information, just to see if she reacts to anything.
Okay.
But
Yeah, I don't notice anything untoward about her reactions. So he says this, and the location, of course, is the important part of this information. Would you be able to describe where this is where this pirate base is located?
I'll describe it as we approached it, from the description we had when we approached it then. So it was in Jahaka anchorage, as I've mentioned, and I'll describe it from the description we got when we approached it. I'll describe the inside.
Right. She listens carefully and nodding at appropriate points, and says, "So with the correct maps, are you confident you'd be able to pinpoint this location? Or failing that, if you were, say, to accompany a flotilla of ships to this pirate base, that you'd be able to guide them there?"
Easy peasy.
I'm not so sure if we'd be able to accompany a flotilla of ships, though, with the work that we still need to do.
Well, forgive me to seem a bit, but with this information, you've bestowed some level of responsibility upon yourselves. But that is another matter to discuss at a later point. It seems so. And of course, it depends on how accurate this information is. But at this point, I'm happy with what you've told me. I think it's if we can perhaps gather some of the records that we have, and maybe try and narrow down this location.
Well, definitely we can help with that.
Very well. I shall speak. Go and speak with the castellan, and I shall return shortly. Please make yourselves comfortable. I'll have some refreshments sent through from the kitchen. And she strides out and closes the doors behind her.
I'm going to have a nosy around the room, Phil.
Okay, there's not much
Oh,
here.
well.
There's like sort of
I want to
pennants.
have a look to see if there's any hidey holes where people could be listening.
Okay, you suppose you can make a perception check. Is anybody else doing anything?
Yeah. Casting detect poison.
Okay. Anybody else?
I'm just keeping my eyes open.
I'm a bit confused. We've been keeping this information from them, and now we just seem to have poured his heart out to the first person that's asked that's wearing a suit.
I do think that we're probably more. We can probably trust them and the information that they're going to use,
Pardon me.
just because they mainly follow St. Cuthbert, and his inside rolls are pretty decent. Have to be a very talented liar.
West. We need to be
And
west. We need to be west of Umbala, don't we? Is that where we were heading?
that's where the oracle. That's where the oracle resides. That basically will tell us exactly where it is. But how we get there is a bit of a
Jahaka Bay. I mean, if you look at where Jahaka Bay is on the map,
straight
are
up
we
the
okay?
river.
Are we okay to talk about this, Phil?
Sorry?
Are we
Talking
okay to
about
talk about
this
this?
out of character.
Yeah, okay, out of character. Where Jahaka Bay is and where Umbala is, I think if we were to accompany this flotilla of ships, we'd actually end up in a better position. We'd be closer to. Because if you look where the river, that River Taff and River
Yeah,
Ocean Star, it looks like they might join near Umbala. So if we were to go with these ships back to the Pirate Bay, maybe even get a stuff back, we could then just follow the river up north to get to Umbala and then go west to look for this oracle.
correct. That's absolutely correct. Yeah.
Mm,
I mean, so we can either go down the river to Camp Vengeance and Camp.
but would we be able to convince any of the guys to come with us on the ship?
If we're going with the flotilla of ships backed by these guys, then I can't see why they wouldn't come.
Well, but the other option is we take the flotilla ships, we sort out the pirates, up the river Taff, Oracle, and then down the river, Ocean Star, back to Port Nyanzaru to pick up a guide. Now we know where Omu is.
I mean, that's hoping that we find out where Omo is.
Well, according to 3 or 4 sources, there's an Oracle Naga guardian of a ruined city who knows exactly where it is. And we got that message from Essek, which is like divinely inspired message. So as far as Fafuk's concerned, what Essek said is gold. So,
I'm just Hex is 10 miles. 10, 20, 30, 40.
so yep. Quick detect magic, Phil, while we're in the room, as a spell, not a ritual.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'll wait for any food or drink to arrive to cast any detect poisons and stuff after that.
Okay.
Any magical emanations from within 30 foot in any direction?
Nope. Nothing.
Okay, so I mentioned this to the chaps and saying I'm not detecting any magic around us.
I didn't
30 foot.
I didn't find anything
No,
regarding
nothing.
anyone
Nothing.
with hiding holes or anything like that now.
Nothing.
So
The
this is not
room's
the
quite
office.
the room's quite featureless. There's these 2 long tables, so it looks like it serves as a meeting hall and possibly a banqueting hall. But aside from these tables, these 2 long tables with benches either side. There's torch sconces around the wall, and there's pennants displaying the emblem of the flaming fist. But other than that, the room's quite sort of plain. Was there anything that anybody else wanted to say or do or anything?
No, just waiting for the food and drink, like promised.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
because of course Fafuk can now actually perform his song here safely. He's going to have a go at his ballad. 20?
Okay, right. So while Fafuk's entertaining you, regardless of whether you want it to be or not, the door after about half an hour, you've been sat in here half an hour. The door opens and food is brought in by what you presume to be a cook or some kind of servant.
Oh.
And they lay out some platters of cold meat and fruit and a couple of bottles of wine on the tables.
Thank you
Oh.
kindly.
And then they leave.
Oh.
Well,
There's
Interestingly- oh, sorry,
a
carry on.
player journal. Notes, I don't think they should be there.
all right. What's that?
Which ones?
It says character psyche profiles.
All right.
Didn't we spot them last session? You said it was fine. It was like with characters' background stuff.
Yeah, I mean, I can hide them. I'm not particularly bothered. I'm not particularly bothered about you being able to see them, but I don't mind hiding them.
For Fook, casts detect poisons and disease.
Okay. Anybody else do anything?
No.
No. That a no from everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. No, there's you don't detect anything untoward about the food or drink either.
I give the party the thumbs up and start tucking in.
Okay.
I'll just have some water and put a little bit of food.
So, is there any poison in this food? You know, I'm whispering. No.
No, just finished checking it over. It's all good.
Okay. So I munch. That's all.
Okay. Let's see. Can't do it that way. Right, I'll do it myself. Pardon me. How to do this? Oops, what's that I'm going to do? Why is that doing that?
Why have you rolled a Constitution saving
I
throw?
have no idea. I have no idea why why my rolling stuff is Cade.
Have you selected him?
There's no tokens on the map.
Yeah, there is.
No, I'm on a different map.
Oh, right.
I suppose it might be using that. Let me,
You wanna possess kid? I always knew. It.
All right, maybe that's it. Is that it? I think that was it. Hellfire. So what are you doing then? Chowing down? Eating?
Chowing down. Judging their wine choice.
We'll just have some water and food.
Okay, right. The food's passable. It's not, it's nothing exceptional. Same goes for the wine.
I slide a bottle into a bag if we don't finish them all.
Okay.
For laters.
What the hell?
I just rolled a
I know.
Constitution saving throw.
Stupid
Again.
thing. Seems to be selecting tokens when I'm not even got tokens selected.
Making
Not
us
to worry.
paranoid. Oh,
Yeah, oh well. There's nothing wrong with being a bit paranoid.
Well, 2 constitution rolls that we weren't supposed to see. It's like,
Okay, right. So
So what? We tuck into food and wait
yeah,
for
you
it to
took
come
in
back?
your food, eat up your food, and
You
about
wake up in a cell wearing a helmet.
about 5 minutes after you've finished, the door opens and in march a line of guards that start marching, lining the walls of the room. There's about 10 guards line each down each side of the room, and Commander Portier stands in the doorway.
Oh dear.
This is getting old now, chaps.
Hey, Commander, what's up?
And while she stood there, if
Oh, stand up, Phil.
she was Castellan, arrest these men and detain them in the jail.
Why is
What for?
For colluding with the pirates of Jahaka Anchorage.
Pardon.
Right, as Aluhai stands up, he wobbles on his feet, and the room spins and he collapses to the floor.
Looks.
Right, the Castellan walks in. Gentlemen, if you'll put down your arms and put all your possessions on the table, let's not let this fall to violence.
Can you describe the room for me, Phil?
Yeah. very carefully.
Yes, the room. Let me see.
Spinning.
I'll
Spinning.
spinning. Let me see.
Because Fuchs about to cast a couple of spells, I'm afraid.
Okay.
Yeah, just flipped a coin. Declan's going violence.
Yes. So my detect poison didn't pick any poison
Nope.
up.
Nope, did not take any poison up because there wasn't any poison.
Are you going to play that bullshit? Oh, it's below the level of poison, but just enough to affect
No.
you nonsense.
Nope, nope, it's not poison.
Okay. Someone cast a sleep spell and he's got the least hit points because that should have been Cade then.
No, it just wasn't poison.
I've got something that's not poison that I can make,
1, 2, 3, 4,
but it knocks
5.
people out if they fail a Constitution save.
Yeah, but okay. So that it's the discussion about what is and isn't poison then. Okay.
When is a poison not a poison?
Yeah.
When it's a pill.
Well, no, it's all in the dosage.
Yes.
Yeah.
Bum, bum, bum. So it should slowly, eventually load into this room.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So there's yeah. Let me see.
So there are 2 exits. There seems to be a door to one side, and was that just like because you said there was 1 exit?
Where is this chief, please?
Oops. Just one
Assuming
more.
they're one of the ones at the end, Castellan and the
Mm.
Yeah, sorry, that's the kitchen. Yeah, there's another door that leads into the kitchen. Sorry, that's where they came through when they brought the food. Do,
Okay, no worries.
do, do, do. Get out of the way, dice. Get out of the way. Whoa, I'm there.
Tackling legged it.
He absolutely did not.
Well done, tackling. You escaped the room.
Oh dear.
Tackling moves like a monks now, you know, shadow stepping and running away and super speed.
People have died for less calling tackling a coward.
No, I didn't call you coward. I just said you move like a monk. You know, I didn't call you. I didn't mean any bad. I just meant you have the same speed now, you know, like the monks. Awesome.
And,
On 0 speed.
I'll be back in 2 minutes.
just, so, do. Where are you? There you are.
How many days has it been since we leveled up? Out of character.
I don't know. When did you level up?
That's what I'm asking.
I mean, at what point? Not how many days. I mean, when you.
I think when we come to Port Nyanzaru, weren't it?
Yes.
So you've been back in Port Nyanzaru just over a week, I believe.
Nice one. You guys might be in for something very special.
Oh God.
Looking forward to it. I have something special as well for them.
I don't think now's the time or the place for that, Kate.
No, it's gonna be nice.
Is it going to be better for us than for them?
Yes.
Okay.
They're gonna be at the receiving end, and you won't be there.
Excellent. So I think it sounds like initiative is required here, Phil.
So the Castellan again. She says, "Please, let's not be silly about this."
I'll implore the monks to.
So silly. You're taking us under arrest for us giving information that you requested we give you.
Okay, right. As Obol speaks, his speech becomes slurred, and he staggers and collapses to the floor.
Can Fafuk start casting now?
You can if you want. Bear in mind the consequences of what you're going to do.
Yeah. So the question is, can I do it fast enough? That's the question. Grabs his magical symbol and casts blink.
Unconscious.
Hey.
Unconscious.
Is that it?
Well, anything else, if I'm stood in the room, even if I cast, let's say, Spirit Guardians, which would encompass pretty much everyone in the room, I'll sprout 20 spears because they can all reach me. It's a small, very small space. So our plan is to get out and then come back.
Okay, right. So, like I say, make your decision wisely because the implications of what you're going to
Right,
do.
I roll blink. I cast blink. Phil, stop with the warnings. I cast
Yeah.
blink.
Okay, right. You cast blink. Right. So let's put everybody in a combat queue. So you casting blink, so you get to do that for free, and that'll trigger initiative of everybody else,
Well, apart from me and Luhan.
apart from you and Luhai. Yeah. Right. So let me check on blink again. Blink. Roll 20 at the end of each of your turns, 11 or higher, and you blink onto the ethereal plane, don't you?
Yeah.
At the start of your next turn, and when a spell ends, you return to your space and space of your choice within 10 feet, unoccupied. Right on then. Right, let's bring that up. Combat tracker. So, what's that? No, I've forgotten how it's that long since we've done this. I've forgotten how it works. How this combat tracker works. In combat, roll NPCs. We need to remove. Oh, stupid dice, get out of the way. Remove Orbold and remove Luhai.
I like the names of some of these guards. Whiny knight, patronising guard, materialistic guard, frenzied guard, confident guard, grouchy guard, aimless guard, cheat guard,
Lanky guard.
commanding guard, provincial guard.
Okay.
Are we all rolling for initiative then? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, go.
Okay, and Fafuk needs to as well because he did his first thing more like free because he did it outside of combat.
Oh, sorry, what was that? I missed that.
You still need to roll your initiative because now your action triggered the.
Sorry. I was being distracted by number one's son who wanted to know why I was suddenly fighting people.
Peace was never an option.
Well, we hope for the best, but plan for the worst.
Let's go with that.
I can't believe we found this fort with nobody in it. This completely free fort. A new base of operations.
Which is
One previous owner. Ignore the bloodstains.
One previous owner. There.
And the big suspicious pit of bodies.
That should be there.
Ignore the stuff. It's fine.
There you go.
Just at a barbecue.
Right. Okay, so first to act then is Cade. Dear.
I cannot point out, with this. So basically, I'm casting hypnotic pattern, and I like to make a square where the top 6 people are included. The 2 commanders
just
and
a
the
moment.
4
I need to
soldiers.
just get on the thing on your. Right. Okay, go again. So what were you saying?
I'm casting hypnotic pattern. It is 30 feet, square or whatever is it. And I can't draw on this. I'm sorry. So basically, I'm including the 2 main characters at the door and the 4 soldiers left to right to me and Fufu.
Okay, so it's a 30-foot square.
Yeah, but I'm placing it to the north, so they are at the edge, so we are not included.
Okay, I'll just check.
I mean, can you see my orange thing or not?
Not at the moment because I'm not on that screen. Just one moment. You create twisting paragraphs as a specific cube within range, 20 feet. Radio. Pardon me. No, I can't see.
Oh, you can't see. Okay. Maybe this one.
It's the square one you want. Rectangle template. Oh, yes, I can see it now.
Can you see it? So the point is we are not included. Those 6 north of us are included.
Okay,
and
that's
and
5, 10, 15, 20, 25. So that's too big, that.
okay, I mean modify it as you see fit, please.
Um, let's get rid of it. Why can't I get rid of it? Oh, have you drawn it? Have you drawn it? Oh, you've not used a template. You've drawn it as a square.
Yes.
Right. Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I'm
Use
not,
yeah. You want to use the template thing, which is the rule. So the like right-angled ruler beneath the basic controls icon, and that brings up the templates. So 30 foot. So it's 30-foot square. Yes.
yeah, a little bit to the right. Sorry, it was
Yeah. I can
34.
move it once it's drawn.
I think it's drawn, but I'm not sure I done it.
Have you just drawn one?
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
Right. Okay.
I don't know what that green one. That wasn't me.
Right. So that's 34 by 26. Hold
Yeah,
on a minute.
right.
Let me get it. Let me get it right.
Sorry.
So 30, 31, 30, 34, 32, 30. That'll do. That'll do. That's roughly
No,
30.
no.
Oops.
To the right, please. Can you move
Yeah,
it to
no,
the
I'm going
right?
to write it. I'm just getting the right size first.
Okay.
So where does it want to be? There?
Oh, so I cannot include all 6 of them.
No.
Hmm. Okay, fine. As it is, that's fine, good enough. And I like to use my divination, and I'm giving this lady in the armor. Her roll is a 3, the
Wisdom.
saving throw against this.
Okay, and what's the difficulty class of the save? Because they've all got to make a save.
14 wisdom.
14, so it's a difficulty class, wisdom throw, saving throw against 14, yeah?
Yes.
Okay.
I keep forgetting you took a feat instead of stats.
Okay, so the first, this guy's unaffected. The next one to the right, wisdom, wisdom, wisdom. He fails.
By the sound of breaking glass.
As his mind implodes.
So you were causing the commander to fail, yeah?
Yep.
Okay, that's why I can't select him. And what's it do again? What effect does it do? It stuns them, does it?
it were a one?
Incapacitated and speed 0, and they are like stupor, like what?
They just stand there staring.
They become charmed for the duration.
Charmed.
So they are not doing literally anything. They are out
Right.
of combat.
Okay, so we'll use a stun thing just to show that, right? Because I can't really zoom in very far on this for some reason. Okay, so the commander, she automatically fails, so she's got that as well. And then
Castellan.
Okay, so the Castellan is unaffected, and finally the last guard to the right. And they're stunned as well, or effectively stunned.
After this,
Okay.
He's unaffected, stunned.
And that's an instantaneous, wasn't it? So it's gone now, isn't it?
Yes. It's once it's up is there and it's gone.
Yeah.
What to do? What was my armor class? 60. We will have opportunity attack. Cannot risk it. Wow, why did she make it? Bugger.
Would they fail? They fail a second save on something else once they're under this hypnotic pattern.
They are incapacitated. Read what incapacitated to do does to you.
So
regarding
they
saving
are,
throws.
yeah. So they on a failed save, the creature becomes charmed for the duration. While charmed by this spell, the creature is incapacitated and has a speed of 0.
Okay,
So,
I'll
you
check
know,
on
5e,
Yeah.
No, no.
5e simply says creature can't take actions or reactions.
yeah. Well, check what it does on saving throws. I don't know if it does anything. I can't remember.
I'm not
Yeah,
sure if
just
that's
check.
classed as an action or a reaction.
Well,
Okay.
no, yeah. So they probably still get to roll the save if
Yeah.
something else is cast at them. Interesting.
Okay. I don't know what to do. Why did you roll so high for the other one? Okay.
Do you have any bonus actions?
Oh,
I
shit,
have
that
bonus
one
action, yes, but it's not good for this.
Well, then.
I hide underneath the table.
Excellent.
Good move.
I'm done.
Dear.
That's a good choice. I'm going to join you in a minute.
You need to protect me, not join me for fuck's sake.
Incapacitated. Yeah, just can't take
That's all
actions
right,
or reactions. It's weird, isn't it? Doesn't say anything
yeah.
about failing saves or anything.
Yeah,
Then
that's
it doesn't apply to saving throws. It's only action.
yeah,
for you.
no, that's absolutely fine. I'm not arguing
No,
either
no,
way.
no, I'm not. I'm not. I just found it weird myself.
Yeah, it's weird. Yeah, but that's the rule, so we just carry on with it as it is.
Okay, so
I mean, as feel things best.
right. So next to act then is guard thing. So right. Okay. So what have we got? Oh, that's a 9. That's the where are we? It's a castellan.
Can you?
I got spears.
Uh,
Oh God, I hate this. Could there be some more room on this screen? Right. Okay. So so this guard steps forward and attacks with a spear.
Boat's gone, aren't it?
Eh?
No.
The vote blinked.
Not
No,
yet. No.
Well, no. I need to actually roll for the previous round. If I got that
Oh yeah,
round,
yeah, that's true. Yeah, go ahead.
shit. Let's
Yeah, you
see.
should have done that
If I-
before Cade did anything.
11 or higher, I'm not physically there.
Yep. So
Food
yeah.
disappears.
So yeah. So Fuchs vanishes. Bing. So
on
in
the
which
ethereal
case, the guard steps forward and attacks tackling with his spear. Come on, how does this
Oh,
work?
is that the last mistake he's ever going to make?
You done fucked up, dude.
Ah, there we go. Right. So, and what's your arm class? So you'd be
17.
Oh,
uh,
he rolled 18. Holy cow.
Oh, you twat.
yeah. Oh, you're unarmored anyway, aren't you? So
Sounds like it's berserk time.
okay, it's right. So he hits you with the spear, 200 spear, and does 6 points of damage. So that's him. Right. So oops, need to move it on to the next one. Okay, so this one moves forward and attacks tackling from the rear. And 200 attack and misses. And next is the provincial guard, who Well, it attacks, stabs at Cade, who's cowering under the table. So we'll give Cade a slight
do I
bonus to
have-
his
do I
slight
have half
bonus to
co-
his armor class.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I should have half cover or something, please.
So what's your current armor class?
16 at the moment, optional 21 plus whatever you give me as extra for hiding.
What's up there? Oh, right. It's because it's got to clear that. What armor class to see you've got?
16 permanent, optional 21 plus whatever you give me as extra
What's
for hiding.
what's option? What do you mean optional?
Shield as a reaction.
Shield spell.
Okay,
As a
so you can
reaction.
right, so you can cast that as a reaction, but reaction is only after the thing, so it's 16 at the moment then.
Yes.
Okay. Right, so armor class. So yeah, let's do that. Right, it's on there,
You
isn't
know, I'm a wizard. It's very difficult to give a straight answer.
it? Oh, right. So, yeah. So he stabs. It just misses you, like hitting the table with the spear.
I
As you
smile,
scrabble
underneath the table.
backwards.
And I try to move a little bit even backwards, even more,
Okay.
away from this nasty guy.
Okay. Right. So he goes on defense or something. So next is Fafuk.
So I blink in, like poof, but
So
it's 10
blink-
foot away from where I was.
Where?
Can I move
Put your point
myself?
to if you can get yourself. Can you get hold of yourself?
I'm just trying now. Oh, I
I
moved
think
the effect.
yeah.
I moved
Oh.
doing it. Oh, wait, I got the wrong thing.
Yeah, you
Sorry.
got the wrong thing selected.
Shit. Sorry about that. I move backwards and I cast remove poison on Obold.
Okay.
Now, here's where it gets interesting. If my detect poison couldn't detect this, will my remove poison remove it?
We'll see, won't we?
Yeah, you will see what you see.
Okay, so you cast and remove poison. Right. Okay. On Obold. Alright. Okay. And that's it then, is it? So then end of your turn, you roll to see if you blink again.
The next thing I cast at 4th level is Spiritual Weapon.
Righto.
So Spiritual Weapon.
Oh, that's a bonus, isn't it?
Yeah. And there's no concentration on it, so it just kind of floats in the room. I'm going to make an attack on the spearmen who attack Tacklin from behind.
So that has to be next time, though, doesn't it?
No, it attacks on your casting.
Does it? Oh, right. I thought it
Yeah.
attacked on that afterwards.
No, you sort of cast an attack. It's in the same
Okie dokie.
round. Yeah.
Let me see if I can.
Right. 17.
Protection from
yeah.
poison.
Say again.
Protection from poison.
So that's
No,
that's a hit. Let me see if I can get a little copy of Fafuk to act as a spiritual weapon. There we go. Let's make it a bit smaller. Scale. Bing. Ooh, that's really small. You see that? Let's make it visible. There we go. That's your spiritual
remember-
weapon.
I'd hope it was bigger than that. I feel you're underselling me slightly.
Is it cold in this room?
Is that the ping dildo?
It's a cold in this room.
Okay, so that's a hit. Yes. By the way.
Okay. Oh, cool. Right. So it's a bad day to be him because it is now 4th level, so it's 1d8, 2d8, 3d8 plus 4. So
Okay, right.
14
It
points of
whacks him
damage.
around the back of the head. There's a spray of blood, and he falls to the floor dead.
Whoops. And and then we roll to see if I blink out. Ah, I'm still there. I was hoping to disappear. Fufuk still stood there.
Okay, so next to act is tackling.
Tackling as kind of like a theatrical thing, jumps on the table and just warns everybody within radius. One chance, stand down or fucking die. Did they stand
I,
down, Phil?
I like to shout underneath the table what he says. What he says. Yeah.
All right.
Little weedy voice. Well, then mate has just had his head's dashed out by a massive dildo.
Yeah, I point at the mess on the floor.
Right, Grutter, the Castellan says, "Let's stop this madness at once. Guards, stand down."
No, I wanted it later when I ganked the commander. Not now.
I fall back in with the group and make sure that Fufuk and Ubald and Luhai are okay.
I like to peek out from underneath the table towards this customer. Listen, you are totally wrong on this. We are with you, not against you, and this was the non-lethal option. So let's talk.
The barbarian wants to talk.
Right, the
Fufuk will have to keep
Castellan
rolling.
checks.
Yeah.
No, I'm still there.
Right, so the Castellan checks on the commander, and briefly, and then looks up, then stands up and says, "I'm sorry, I need you to surrender your weapons until this, so we can resolve this situation."
Me being
Fufuk while trying in between blinking because it lasts a minute.
So Obald is no longer unconscious, by the way.
All right. I too.
Jacqueline,
Well,
the one that initiated this, has got zero trust for any of these people.
If she's still
And
talking,
shout refusers.
Fufuk will reach out and cast Remove Poison on Lazai as well.
Right, as you move forward, she tells you to hold your ground.
I'm like, I'm not listening to you fucking lot. Cast Remove Poison on Lazai.
I'll
I said,
get
"Lo-
Phil, have a look
Hey?
around, take stock.
You what? Sorry.
I'll get up and have a look around and take stock of what's going on.
Okay. Right.
there's one dead guard."
Yeah, there's
So
one
it-
dead
it-
guard
I-
with his
I-
skull
I
caved
think-
in. Cade's under a table. You're surrounded by
Yeah.
guards.
Yeah, no, kid is talking from under the table. It's better for you if you let us go. We leave, and you can leave. Otherwise,
Jacqueline's just about ready to bite somebody's nose off.
I'll just say I think you'd better rethink your options before this escalates any further.
yes, because
Tell the guards to leave. We'll stand down and then we can have a discussion.
yes,
Because you've not treated us fairly at all. We came here at your behest, gave you the information that you wanted, and then you tried to poison us. Took out me and my friend.
Right, Castle says, I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know anything
Well,
about this.
We've just experienced it, so I can tell you what we're talking about.
I don't
so
see
I think
any evidence. I don't see any evidence of anybody being poisoned.
Point
Now
to
lower your
Luhai.
weapons, and I shall have the guards lower theirs.
I'll point to Luhai on the floor, and I'll say, "There's the evidence of someone being poisoned."
Lower your
I would
weapon. Lower your weapons.
there is no weapons. I put out my
When-
hand underneath the table. Look, no weapons here, only magic.
The next time Fufuk blinks out, if this is the only thing she's saying, the next time Fufuk blinks out, I'll be readying my action to move into the open space on the other side of them,
Okay.
in front of the statue.
I'll say, we'll line up back against the wall, and your guards can retreat out that way you've just
Get
come
that
in.
here for a minute.
Emphasis on the word retreat.
So we're moving back to the wall, and you can ask your guards to leave, and then I'll suggest moving everyone back to the wall. Draglu High if he's not conscious.
I'll do a roll to see if you get this in before I enact my plan. Oh, afraid not. Sorry. Twang. While you were
Right, so
talking, halfway through.
Folk disappears.
Well,
right.
I've been doing this through the conversation.
Yeah.
This time I don't reappear where I was. I reappear.
Right, so the
outside.
Catalan guards, stand ready. Says what's going on now? You say you're gonna like comply, and now one who's disappeared.
I'm so sorry. I can't hear you on the ethereal plane. What's happening? I mean, I've literally been going. Ka-ping, 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 ka-ping.
Okay, is it not possible to drop concentration on this spell?
It is, but I don't want to.
Ah, okay. Sure.
So try and clap irons on me. I want to be the slipperiest bugger they've ever tried to catch.
So I talked to this lady. Listen, just ignore him. He is on his own planet, as you can see.
I'll move there, Phil, and I'll drag Lou High
Okay.
to the side of Cade.
Yeah.
Right. Meanwhile, the commander and the stunned commander and the stunned guard are like roused from their stupor.
Okay, I drop concentration on the spell. But I'm ready with a fireball if things escalate. That was gonna be my next turn.
Holy shit.
Holy shit! Yeah, on the left there were five of them. Juicy target.
Am I in the wrong place then?
Yeah, come back here. Come back here.
What are you doing? What's Tacklin doing?
Tacklin sits forward on the table and puts his hand up in the air and starts counting down. 5.
Oh dear.
I tried to argue with the barbarian. Good luck.
You've got a chance of diplomacy, guys. It's not a big one.
Right, Castellan says, "Well, you're dwarf. You're blowing the chance of diplomacy. Stand down with the others."
4.
We're like, come here, Tacklin. They're nervous. They're within arm's reach. Come here, boy. Come here. Come here.
Stay back with us.
Come here, and I'll cure your wounds. Oh, sorry, that was me.
I'll move back. It's fine.
I check on the guard, but I assume he's done for. Yes.
Yeah, he's dead.
Kick him as I walk in past.
It's called occupational hazard.
Accidentally on purpose.
So we're giving you a chance.
Right, as the commander comes round, says, "What are you doing, Castellan? Take these men into custody immediately."
We're not going into custody since we've done nothing wrong.
I'd
rather you answer the question as to why you've tried to poison us and lie to us.
It's the lies that are coming from you. These men are in cahoots with the pirates of Jahaka Bay.
The lies.
I have evidence to prove as such.
No. Show it. I would love to see it.
We'd love to see that evidence as well. After all the information we've given you,
the evidence shall be presented at a court.
No.
At the trial.
You are not doing mock up to court. No, present it now.
If you resist here, then you'll be wanted throughout the realms.
Fine, we go home.
Tacklin shouts, 3.
Can you move your guards out, please?
Yeah, move your guards out.
On our wall. Can you remove your guards, please?
You need to come quietly.
Oh, we're not coming quietly. You need to leave the room.
So are the guards leaving
really fast?
Not at the moment. The commander won't let them leave.
Oh, so they break what we agreed on. Okay, cool.
I say, Castellan, I suggest you have a conversation with your commander because this is going to go very wrong very fast if you don't resolve
Right, the
your
Castellan.
little situation.
Right, the Castellan says you need to do as the commander says. You need to drop your weapons and come quietly so we can resolve this situation. If you say that you're innocent, then the truth will come out.
I
Not
don't
with the
know.
lies that's being spouted by your commander at the moment. It won't.
Yeah.
It'd be more like a kangaroo court, and that's not upholding the law.
So no. If you want anything, you tell us now, or let us leave.
I'd put a further accusation out there. I think the commander is in cahoots with the pirates, since she's turned the tables on us, and now is accusing us of working with them. So
Right,
I'd rather
Cast-
someone neutral go and search her quarters to find any evidence.
Right,
of
the
such.
Castellan says I'm asking you one last time. Please do as the commander says and hand over your weapons and come quietly.
Acklin shouts 2, picks up the table and throws it at him. Well, flips it, not actually aggressive. In like a defensive motion. Setting up like a barricade.
Oh, that's a good idea. I like that.
Cannot. How am I supposed to measure fireball with this? Can
The
someone
element of
delete this?
surprise.
Can someone delete these things, please? Thank you. So if I do it from here, 20 feet.
How big are these squares in the ground? Phil, are they 10 foot?
10 foot.
Oh,
Yeah.
10. So if I do it from here, that should do it.
Okay, we'll have to wait a moment. Right, so what you doing? You complying or not?
Sleeping.
I ready the spell Spirit Guardians.
I'll look at the monks.
So if they make a move towards us or attack us, I'll cast Spirit Guardians. That's my readied action.
I have a ready action, a fireball.
That needs to go for the minute though.
Sorry, say again.
Okay, right then. So you can go. We'll go with initiatives. You can have advantage on initiative check.
So they
Acklin
attacking.
screams 1.
Are they attacking us?
Well, they're not. They haven't stood down, so they're ready as well. But if you're gonna initiate the attack, I'll let you have advantage on your initiative check.
No, we are not initiating attack. I'm not attacking, unless they move us. Move against
Okay,
us.
right. Well, you got a standoff. They're saying drop your weapons.
I don't have any weapon.
We're like, drop your weapons.
And being by are the weapons.
I can't drop my fingers. They are attached to my hand.
Try to put us in the best situation, guys. If you can't talk your way out of this, then there's going to be a serious loss of life. And it's not going to be mine.
I don't think we should kill them. I think we should aim to just drop them out of character. I'm saying this, Phil.
No. That was my aim as well. That's why I did cast hypnotic pattern. No, I didn't cast fireball. I wanted to resolve this without killing anyone. We just walk away and goodbye, whatever. But they are not really. They don't want to leave. So.
So you're not leaving us much choice.
So, like I said, bear in mind that this is an organisation that has a lot of influence on the and is well known on the mainland.
Yeah, that's great. So I tell the Castellan that she needs to talk to the commander and have a conversation about the evidence the commander believes she has, because we've come here on her behest, keeping this information just amongst ourselves on her agent's request so that we could just give her this information. Why would we do this if we're in cahoots in the pirates? And why would she then try and arrest us after we've presented this information to her in good faith? So,
the Castellan interrupts again. She says, I only know what the commander has told me. The commander has presented to me evidence that you're involved. This incident, to resolve this incident, you need to comply so it can be resolved through a legal process. Right, the commander interrupts us. Stop stop speaking with them. They need to come quietly, or they come in a box.
So, no, again to the Castellan, I say, and so here your commander would rather kill us than follow due process to try and keep us quiet. Now I turn to Obold and Luzan and go, and this is why I should have sung my bloody song in Port Nanzaru and we wouldn't have this problem, would we? Fucking told you so.
Asleep.
I'm thinking if I turn the commander into a snail, we can, talk this other lady around and we can just leave. Is that right? Thinking loud.
No, I think that would be quite aggressive.
No, it's not. It's be defensive. I'm not hurting. Just changing.
No, but you'll be casting a spell they've probably never even seen, and they won't even know if they could bring her back or not.
Listen, they can pay me 5 GP, each and one of them for the pleasure. No problem. All right,
I'll
fine. I'm
just-
not doing.
I'll stay on defensive at the minute, Phil, then just get ready to attack if they come close to us.
Listen, if we surrender, if we hand over everything to them, we are back where we were with the pirates, and they do with us whatever they want. That court thing might be a mock-up thing, and we end up, on a galleon,
Right,
pulling the
Castellan
oars.
says it's the honour. You have my word that this that everything will be carried out above board.
Who says that? The Castellan.
The Castellan, right? And the commander turns on. I'm dismissing you from this process, from this incident. Leave the area and go to your office.
Wow.
Yeah. It's again proof that she's not following the letter of the law.
Right. So the Castellan pauses for a while and then reluctantly leaves.
Oh, excellent. Right. Time to rock and roll, boys.
Right, the commander turns to you all and says, "This is what your last opportunity. Come quietly, or not at all."
This is the last opportunity for you to settle this peacefully.
Can I cast? Can I cast? Did you say we have advantage if we kick things off?
Yep.
I'd like to cast Hold Person on the commander.
Okay.
And
Right,
I like to interrupt as well, please. I like to give her or him or her a roll of 2. That's her saving throw.
Okay, that's awesome. So yeah, so the Castellan, the commander basically locks up.
Okay,
Only
so
lasts a
yeah,
short
well,
time,
yeah,
though.
so you still got to roll initiative, but you can have like I say, you can have advantage on your initiative checks. Right, she begins to say that warn you again against fighting your way out of here, as your names you'll be wanted across the whole of Faroon, not Faroon, across the Flaness.
And then she just basically stops talking.
Well, it depends if you get the initiative. You got advantage on your initiative checks.
Do you want me to roll manually? Oh, I've got 2 rolls. Cool. That's 1. Woo, woo, woo.
We have to roll twice. And... So do we have to roll twice and take the highest, or what?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, that sucks. I go after the commander.
1.
So do they attack us and then we are casting? Because I was holding, or am I casting and?
No, so it's still going on initiative order. Okay. So they were ready. They were ready. The ants stood down, so everybody were like essentially readied.
Cool. Okay.
You need to remove ice condition. Yeah, I thought it removed the poison.
That's not my initiative. The other one. The initiative is the other one. I didn't get the option of 2.
So he's dead.
So the one in the round 1 is what stands.
So are we? Oh no, nothing. Sorry.
You can roll initiative now.
I awake.
I think. Did you cast? Did you do that?
Yes.
Yeah.
He did twice. He did.
Yeah, we had it twice in consecutive rounds, Lee. You've been awake the whole time, buddy.
All right.
we ignored what they were saying and just went
Yeah,
for it.
you can open your eyes now. You don't need to hide from the truth.
Stop pretending you're asleep. We know you're awake.
Yes. Yeah. You're not gonna get away from combat. You need, you need to earn your keep.
Come on, Lazifus, stop flying.
Oh, is here? Look,
Oh, wow.
did
Okay.
a kip up.
Yeah.
So first to act then is Luhai.
Where
John
that
Michael.
Press on that command interface. Lee, you're up.
I first then.
Yep.
Yes.
Attack him to the west of me.
Okay.
You don't want to stun the... Okay, carry on. Carry on. You do you.
Not working.
What's not working?
Character
No,
sheet auto
right.
rolling.
What?
I mean, usually I press unarmed strike on my character sheet and it comes into chat. It's not happening.
Oh, it's in now.
Oh,
Yeah,
it's
it's
in
in now.
there. Hit attack.
It's only just popped up though. It took a while.
Yeah.
I clicked on it.
Oh, right.
You might have to reload your character sheet. Because it does that to me occasionally.
Yes, I can't even do it.
That's up.
I can't press attack, the tap button. I can't use it.
Oh.
You try reloading the foundry in your character sheet. See if it works then.
Oh,
And it's
yeah, so it says you don't on your character sheet. Hmm. Oh no. There you go. You should do it now. For some reason, you'd been removed from ownership of your character sheet.
it's loading.
It's still loading.
I'm in, but didn't see for character sheet and now it's happening. It's up finally. Actions, arm strike. Click on something else.
Hmm? Does it show the dice? Like, does it show, when you put your pointer up it, does it show the icon? Does it change the dice icon? But yeah,
Oh, there you go. Come up.
Didn't used to do that before.
Mine's always done it.
Dean.
hell. It's all this crap here. Oh, 15, right, that's a miss.
Shit.
So has I hit someone yet?
No,
No.
missed.
Try again.
Oh, he's glanced off his armor.
He just woke up. What did you expect?
Don't know what happened.
Another miss.
Oh, fucking God.
Yep, missed again. Tell you what I'm gonna go
Hate Foundry.
on. Wow.
Hate Foundry. It's official.
Whoosh, 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 whoosh. Well, the guys are thinking, why were we worried about this dude again?
What's his dance move doing?
Okay, so yeah, Lou High like does a dramatic dance in front of the guard,
Beaming in, windmilling.
and then
I think they gave him something in a drink. You know, this is cannot be real.
okay,
dismissed.
so this aimless guard, he moves to here and attacks Lou High. 200 spear. $21. Take it, that's a hit. Yep. For 7 points of damage. Okay, so special. Right, okay, so next to act is patronizing guard number 3, which is the one that you just like danced in front of. So he attacks with his 200 spear.
Is it not initiating in the dance off?
And what's your arm class?
20.
20.
Yep.
Yeah.
Right, he misses. And we can't really go anywhere. So next to act is Obold.
I'll 5 feet, and I'll attack. Is it aimless guard? The one in front,
Yeah.
the one that's to me.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go to do non-lethal damage, Phil.
Okay.
So let's. Yeah, well, that's a miss.
That's a miss.
Second attack. That's definitely a miss. It's not going very well.
I think that poison is still affecting both of you.
I think, yeah, the after effects of the poison is getting you guys.
That's also a miss.
I can't believe that 6 dice rolls have just been all so shit.
Wow. I think the monks have definitely been affected by the poison they ingest.
Okay, so
Sorry, not poison, laxatives or whatever.
next
Oh, no.
act is Provincial Guard.
Bill Cosby.
You. That's not nice.
That was borderline, yeah.
Right, he jumps across the table and attacks Cade.
Why me? I'm tiny. Leave me alone.
He just watched you cast a massive
Yeah.
spell on everybody. Your
Listen,
target.
did he pass his Arcana check? Does he know what he has seen? I don't think so. Okay,
He
yeah,
don't know
carry on,
what
carry
you've done, but he knows you've done something.
on. I'm screaming for help. I'm little. Leave me alone.
Fireball.
Into his face.
Oh, he definitely hits you.
Fucking hell.
For 5 points of piercing damage.
Noted, and I scream very loudly. Fuck her.
Right, next to
I-
act is Cade.
I mouth back to him. I wanted to leave you alive, but this might change now. I still go on little. I'm casting the slow.
Okay, I'm provoke an attack of opportunity
Why?
because he's within combat range and you're casting a
So
spell.
next year.
Oh yeah, okay, sure.
You going ahead with it?
Yeah, I'm going ahead. Yes,
Okay, I'll give him a reaction. Use his reaction up then.
So how many slows? How many slows people can you slow with it?
6.
Nice.
Okay, right, he strikes you again.
Okay, can I use my reaction to this to defend myself?
Yeah, you can use your reaction, yeah.
So shield. My armor class is 21 at the moment. Okay.
But it's after the fact, so it still hits you.
No, it applies to the attack.
No.
It
It doesn't
applies
work.
to the attack that's made on you.
Yeah, shield is the one reaction that
Oh,
applies to
yeah.
the attack. Because otherwise it'd be pointless.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's not like the old one that used to actually hover in front of you and you could reorient and all this. This is literally for one round.
Yeah,
and then it's
no,
gone.
you're right. It's just the reaction normally triggers after the action.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It triggers it.
one,
But, yeah,
one
the shields,
exception to that.
but yeah, the shield's different.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
So I cast slow, please.
So you're casting shields as reaction, so that blocks the attack. And you're casting slow.
Yeah.
That's a 40-foot cube in. So where are we putting the cube then? So it's a 40-foot cube.
The cube is starting from the left-hand side guy. You know, next to Luhai on the left. He's the bottom left corner of it.
He's inside it. Yes.
Yes.
Yes, free.
Two
So-
monks windmilling away at the end.
Did you miss an all, Kieran?
So
No.
something like this. You know, can you see this?
I'm moving it there. So yeah, there you go. That's that. That's that
Perfect.
square I've just put on.
Yeah, please. Yeah, you do much better than me. Thank you.
Yeah.
So, and I like to nominate the 6 lucky person receiving end. The guy in front of me who just tried to murder me.
Just a moment. So 6 creatures. Each target must succeed in effective. Right. So you choose the targets in that area. Right.
Yes.
Okay.
So the guy in front of me, the 3 around the hopeless monks, and 4, and the 2. No. So there's 4. Yeah, the 5th one is here on the north. You know, next to the commander on the left, and the nearest one from the 2 on the right. So that's 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So from this, square, I'm leaving alone the commander and the guy on the northeast.
Okay. So so what's the difficulty class of the save?
Wisdom 14, please.
Wisdom 14. Scared. Wisdom. So the first one down here. Save. Okay, right. This one is unaffected. So then it's this one above Luhai. He's also unaffected.
Holy shit.
The one above Orbald. Bloody hell, what was that?
Hell?
Whoa.
What is this? Is this a monster coming?
That was somebody
Oh,
driving past
no.
your house,
With
Kieran.
a motorbike or something.
The one above Orbald is unaffected.
I'm shouting towards the monks. This is how you roll above 10. Have you seen them?
The one in
That's for
front.
Mike
One in front of
sensitivity on low
Cade
as well.
is also
That's
unaffected.
The fuck?
That is
The stupid
crazy.
fucking rolls.
Phil, can you get a cup of tea, please, and have a break, okay?
So this one to the left of the commander.
No,
No, she's
no, the
not.
commander is not. Commander is not.
No,
No,
the one
she's
to the
not.
left of the commander.
Yeah, okay.
So that one's unaffected.
That's just bonkers.
Which one was it again? The right one?
The south,
one
the
away.
south, no, the south one, the south
south
one.
Oh,
one,
sorry,
rightio.
apologies.
And he
My God.
is. he
That is
fails.
crazy.
1 out of 6.
Okay, so I think fireball is a far more effective solution than all this hocus pocus bullshit spelling, trying to save life. Fuck it. Yeah, okay, well done, Phil.
It's gone from chaotic good to chaotic
Why is it
evil.
not a
in
sword,
one
you see?
fell
No, it's realistic.
Oh wow, that was
Petrified.
amazing.
That was shit. Okay.
Oh, I'm going to use the stun one. There's not a slowed one. I'm going to use the stun one as slowed again.
Gone from
Okay.
chaotic good to chaotic neutral, just lobs a fireball over his shoulder and walks off.
Honestly,
Don't look behind.
I
Minus 2
wasted a
penalty
third level
markers,
specials for this shit.
Got use reactions.
Fuck.
I wasted a 4th level spell chit chatting.
Speed is halved. Minus 2 penalty to armor class and dexterity saves. It can't use reactions. And its turn, it
My
can use
plan
it
was
when
to
it's
slow
not.
them down so all both the monks can, beat them to pulp, but not to kill them. But this is not working, so they have to die. Sorry.
Okay, so next to act is Grouchy Guard. Where's Grouchy Guard? Grouchy Guard is there.
Sorry. I like to do something else as well. Sorry.
Oh.
Sorry. I like to move.
Okay, yeah, he's used his reaction, so he can't attack.
Yes. I like to hide underneath the table here.
Okay.
Sorry, here.
Yeah.
Flip that table.
Yeah,
There is no table.
What do you mean no table?
Oh, hang on, he flipped the table in front of us.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay,
yeah, so there's no table. It's over there.
Oh bugger. Okay, then this table there, the left hand side one is still
Okay.
there or not?
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
left
there,
one is.
under there then.
Okay, so I like to hide underneath the left hand side table, somewhere here, wherever he is, Okay,
Okay.
I'm done. Thank you.
Let's move you so you're under. Oh, hellfire. Templars. Let's move you so you're actually under the table.
Yeah, that's perfect. That's what I had in mind. 1 from 6. Fucking hell, this spell.
That is
Grouchy Guard. Where's Grouchy Guard?
something. That is something else.
Right, so Grouchy Guard.
Fireball.
I think Grouchy Guard is going to go and try and stab Cade under the table with his spear. Oop. So that's a bit of extra cover. Oh, he misses
Ooh.
completely.
Finally. Stabs himself in the foot.
So next to act is the commander. Right, she backs out the door and closes the doors behind her.
Has she got cold person on her?
Yeah.
No,
Not yet, she doesn't know.
Right.
no, I was holding the other spell.
Right. I thought you'd cast it 'cause I thought Cade had given her a 3 to save.
2.
Or
Yeah,
2.
but you hadn't actually cast it yet because the initiative.
Yeah, I was holding it, but everyone was holding the action, so we just went with initiative order.
But you got advantage on the initiative checks. But
Yeah, but I rolled like both times. Anyway, it's fine. It's all
Okay.
good.
Right, so she closed the backs out the door, closed the door, and you you hear it like a bar being dropped on the door.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so next to act is for Fook.
So, Fook didn't want to cast the spell, but casts Spirit Guardians on himself. So that's a 15-foot radius. The guy's used his reaction that stood next to Cade. So
Let's see. That's on 15-foot radius based on you. There we go.
and I take. Is that it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I'll keep
Yeah,
it
'cause each square's 10 foot, innit?
And then I step. Oh, do I step forward? Do I? Yeah, I may as well. I'll step forward
Okay, so that goes with you.
and then shout out at Tacklin and the others. Come on, chaps. You know the drill. Into the circle. And then and then all my little flying, you know what?
So you're
Dark
designating
whizzing
them
around.
as safe targets then.
Yeah, pretty
Or
much.
unaffected.
Ideally, I want to be in the middle of the room, but I can't go there while I'm surrounded. So this
Okay.
is as far forward as I'll go, and I'll try and the table you said was flipped, the one on the right.
Yeah. So let me see. Let me just draw a box where it is now.
Yeah, because I'd ideally want to stand behind it so that the guys on the right, if they come
So
towards me, I've
say,
got some cover.
say it's there now.
Oh right. Oh, it was flipped that way. Okay, right.
I presume
right,
so,
gotcha.
since we stood behind it.
Well, Tacklin, which way did you want to flip it?
So yeah, horizontal,
Yeah.
left to
So
right.
that's fine.
Yeah,
Then.
yes,
Yeah.
No, that's cool. So that's fine. Then I'll just step up forward a little bit, and then as a bonus action, I'm going to inspire. I don't know, Lazai. Say, come on, Lazai. Swing those fists. Come on, hit something. I know you can do it.
Right then. So next to act then is tackling.
That 1d4.
A 1d6.
Oh.
One 1d6. You can use it on pretty much everything except damage.
I will solemnly shake my head. Didn't have to be this way, guys. And I will cast. No, wait. Fuck it. Let's just go steaming in. Rage. And I will.
Brilliant.
I want to put myself in a position where I'm got advantage. Could I move here without provoking an attack of opportunity?
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah. Cool. Sorry, it's been a while since I brayed out, so I'll move it and I'll attack this guy.
Which one? Sorry.
The one that's trying to attack Cade next to Fook.
Get to it. Right, cool.
There's two. So this guy to your left who's trying to stab him under the table.
Oh no, sorry. The other one. This one.
There's
next
one
to
to
below.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
the one
that
below.
that would be advantage, wouldn't it? 'Cause his flank.
No.
Oh no, 'cause
No.
it's, fuck, it's got to be the side, hasn't it? So where were I?
You
Could I
can move behind us and then move up.
Yeah. Okay, we'll do that then.
So then you're facing two of them, but just from the diagonally opposite where you currently are. Yeah.
Now I've got attack of now I've got advantage against
Yes.
this guy now. And I'm raging, so that's +2 to damage. Okay. Where is my sword? That's 19 to hit.
Okay, that's a hit.
Why has it not come up in chat?
It has 19.
No. There's usually another button for me to press after I've done it. Anyway, sorry, I'll see to it. Magic. Damage. What's the damage
Oops. How many? 11.
against this guy?
Mark.
Okay. Okay, he's badly injured.
No, I might as well go for him again, finish him off.
Okay.
Second attack.
As well, since you've got advantage.
Hmm?
Yeah.
Might as well, since you've got advantage.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, that's why I pressed my button. So standard roll. That's why. There we go. Attack. Advantage.
Okay, that's a hit.
Damage.
Okay, right. You bury your short sword in his back, and he falls to the floor dead.
Scream out again. It didn't have to be this way.
Okay.
Covered in blood.
Why is
His head just rolling
initiative
around the floor.
twice? Go away. Okay, so next to act is Frenzied Guard number 5.
Is he just outside the?
Yeah, he's completely outside. Yeah.
Cool.
Right. So he's not going to step inside there. That looks like that'd be a crazy thing to do. You don't know what it is, but he's certainly not going to stand inside it.
Little flying dicks in a big circle buzzing around.
yeah.
Sorry, little fairy huge dicks flying around in a circle, don't intimidate.
Right. So. Right. So he just stands. He stands ready. And it's Materialistic Guard number 5. So he attacks Luhai with his spear. Getting 20. That's a
What's
hit,
the
I
armor
believe.
Really?
20 is a
Yeah.
hit, isn't it?
Got 20 armor class.
Yeah. So
Yes.
he hits you with his stabs you with his spear, and you take a piddly 2 points of piercing damage. Okay. Anything else I can do? So next it's Confident Guard number 8. Who isn't all that confident because he decides to. He just steps forward, and readies his spear, but that's about it. So next to act is Deep Guard number 7. He also readies his attack, and then it's Commanding Guard, who starts within the circle. So he needs to make
DC 15.
It's a Wisdom save, isn't it?
Correct.
Where are we? Wisdom save 15. Okay, saves.
No, not bad. He takes 9 points of damage.
9 points of damage, right? And his as he tries to stagger backwards, is battered to death.
What a way to go!
And I think that's the end of that combat round. So it's the next round. Reset and roll initiatives.
Roll the 1.
I'll roll a 20. Oh, dear. I rolled an actual 20.
If a foot rolled a 1.
Did I? Oh,
Yeah.
I did. Shit. That was someone else. Well, happily, it's when they start their turn as opposed to me. So
Heard the breaking glass sound.
Yeah.
Okay, then, so first to act is Obald.
I'll be having a go at the same one again then, Phil. Dancing around in front of him,
Okay,
showing him how air works.
go on then. Wafting his hair.
Oh dear, look at that. Next one. Oh, brilliant. Even better. And last one.
Day is a hit.
Late.
This must be a mistake.
Not half.
And this
Done
is
that, sucker.
8 points of damage, Phil.
non-lethal still.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, I didn't get that memo. Sorry.
That's why you are low.
No one else.
Violet
No one did.
fairy.
8 points.
I did. I did. I don't want to kill them. I just want to knock them out and walk away from here. Goodbye.
Sorry.
There's a price to pay for messing us around this much.
That it? That Obald done?
Hang on, I'm just trying to check. Yeah. And then- Yeah, it's me done.
Okay, so it's Luhai next.
Attack the same guy again.
Okay.
You know what the definition of insanity is?
You keep going, boys. You keep going.
Yeah!
It's a critical.
Late.
I think he's just dead.
Like
Fucking
exploded.
exploded. Yeah.
It's like pulls his hand out of his chest with his pulsing heart in it.
Mortal Kombat style.
Yeah. That's fatality, that is, definitely.
You're not real
Man,
critical
Max,
damage there.
Yeah, because there's 6 to add on top of that, isn't there?
Yeah.
So it's
Bro, I pressed critical as well.
17 for damage.
70.
Press critical and it's just give me a normal roll.
Strange. Okay, right. You punch him in the face and just like obliterating his face, and he flies back, smashing into the wall, and falls to the floor, dead.
I'll shake my head at him. Hey.
Okay, now what?
That this other guy.
Punch
Okay.
man.
One punch.
The west.
That's a hit.
That time. Get the show on the road.
Choo-choo.
I'll make that a stunning strike, Phil.
Okay. And what's the DC of the save? It's Constitution save of what?
How long since I've used it?
15, I would have thought, with your. Is it based on?
It's a, I know it's a 15. It's a DC of 15, but I can't remember what it is.
Wisdom.
What
Wisdom.
ability is? Is it wisdom?
Yeah.
If they were Constitution for us.
It's Constitution for a stunning strike, yeah.
My apology.
So it's DC 15. That's all I needed.
Constitution, DC.
Okay, right, it's stunned.
Nice.
You may have just saved his life.
Last attack, I'll attack him. Use him last attack.
We're going to attack the stunned one. You're attacking the stunned one.
Advantage, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, you get advantage on it.
So you're attacking the stunned one, yeah?
Didn't you hear me say that?
No, I was
No,
just
we
checking.
didn't.
I'm attacking the stun one.
Right, okay. That's
Holy
a hit.
shit.
Wow.
8 points of damage.
8 points of damage. Oop.
That dice were properly cocked on my screen. It was sat right on the edge between 3 and 5.
It did that for me
That's,
previously on somebody else's go, and it were like stood as if it were on the edge.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Okay, right, you beat him
So,
to
for-
within an inch of his life. He's near death.
That's my attacks used up.
Okay, so next to act then is tackling. Frothing at the mouth.
He's frothing at the mouth, and he kind of feels something tingling inside him,
Oh
and he
dear.
kind
Oh
of
no.
looks towards his hands, and he's
Oh
kind of
no.
checking, and then all of a sudden, he just kind of bursts into a bear shape.
Oh dear.
Oh dear.
He turns into a. Where's he gone? Let's start block up.
Do we know this is coming?
Nope. Nobody knew this were coming.
I hope there's no one nearby with a crossbow at least.
Ackland didn't know this were coming.
So now we have to fight a bear as well. Fuck.
He turns into a large brown bear.
What did I say? Bear.
He's right next to you, Cade.
Fuck. I either fireball or I'm running away. I don't know.
How to do this?
Shit. Did the bear eat tackling?
No, Ackland turned into the bear.
I know that.
This
I'm
was more
asking,
than
yes, I do.
obvious.
Oh, is it obvious? Okay, fine. So
Was let's see if Fufuko's facing the right way because he's got 3 guards stood over there. He might have been watching them instead.
Cade might not have seen it because they were hiding under the table.
I was seeing it because I was smack bang next to you.
Yeah, Fufuk realised that it's happened. Okay, cool.
Polymorph thing now. Can't remember how you do it. I can polymorph the tokens somehow.
I wasn't sure how we were going to do this, to be honest. We probably should have had a discussion about it before I did it. I think there is an option for me to do it under Tools, Polymorpher, on the top bar, but I don't think it works. Cannot polymorph. You lack create permissions.
Spelling mistake.
Represented
I think it's a cantrip in it.
So,
Let me just have a quick look.
Inspiration's not a cantrip, it's a bardic ability.
Alright.
It's not going to show up in spells then, is it?
No.
no.
Now that polygon tool, Jesus Christ.
I mean, I can read it to you guys if you want. It basically works on ability checks, saving throws, and attack rolls.
That might have been me, sorry. Or the formula, whatever that does.
Yeah, so it's basically like less, except it's a 1d6, just one sword.
Okay, I'm right. Anyway, system settings, allow polymorphing. There we go. Allow polymorphing. Should be able to do it now.
Okay, I'll give it a try. Tools, polymorph. No, can't polymorph. You lack actor creation permissions. And then it says again, you lack actor create permissions.
Where is it now? Oh, it's there, isn't it? Polymorph. I can't remember where it is now. Polymorph. Do do do.
Now, add character, Tackling is raging and is a bear. He understands nothing you say and he can't communicate with you, as is my understanding.
Yep. So your intelligence is that of a bear. Yeah.
Well, no, it's my intelligence.
I thought he kept his own intelligence.
Oh no, it's wild
and
shape. Yeah. So it's wild shape,
Yeah.
isn't it? Yeah. Brown bear. Select with CR scaling and renaming. Select.
The yawning.
Wild shape.
This is not even.
Boom!
How big are you?
Well,
Large, isn't it?
it's cold in this room.
Yeah. So wow, that shoves
Table over.
that's a dead body. Shoves the table over and shoves Cade out of the way.
Is it possible I climb on his back and ride?
No, is the short answer for a wild raging bear.
Why? It should be fun. You can all make you enjoy. Oh,
Maybe a non-raging bear, maybe.
it's fine.
Okay, so yeah. So before your very eyes, Tackling's yeah,
Turns into a
screams
large brown
in pain and rage and transforms into a bear, sprouting hair, his face twisted into that of with a snout and fangs, claws sprouting from his fingertips.
Now, I was reading up on this, and this is just completely technical. I wasn't sure if I could use multi-attack twice, or whether multi-attack could be used, or whether I could do 2 bites or 2
It tells you
claws.
when you click on multi-attack. It tells you how it works. So the bear makes 2 attacks, one with its bite and one with its claws.
But I keep my features as being a level 5 barbarian, so I
Right.
get 2 attacks. So can I use multi-attack twice?
No, I would say that gives you an extra attack on top of that.
Okay, so we're going to use multi-attack and then bite. Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that okay with you?
use bear hug, can't you?
Well, once I've got into the swing of things, yeah, grappling is definitely what I'm going for.
They don't do that anymore, bears. It's another thing they've removed now.
No, but I can as a like a bonus action sort of thing. I can do grappling. I think.
It's just the bears they used to attack with both the claws. If they hit with both the claws, they automatically grabbed hold of you. But they don't
That's
do
something
that.
that one of the other animals I've got does.
Yeah, but yeah, bears
But
don't
yeah,
do it anymore.
so
Anyway,
the bear makes 2 attacks, one with its bite and one with its claws. So basically, it's going to be 2 bites and a claw. Long story short,
just
against this guy directly north next to Cade.
more shape and extra attack.
Yeah, do you hear some kind of buzz or noise above you and body parts
Does
start
wild shape
raining
start with
down
extra
around
attack?
you?
Right. Why is my group? One of the characters level 2 druid wild shape to dwarf. Wild shape says you can use features if your animal can do extra attacks. As if you take an attack action, you make 2 extra attacks. Problem is, wolf has no attack. It has a bite, therefore PS Brown has 3 actions listed: bite and claw marks. This has been that only creatures with multi-attack can make 2 attacks. So extra attack is exactly like the guys here talking about. Bite is not an attack. Conflict italic text at the bottom. Bite is a melee attack weapon, so you can attack twice with a bite. Multi-attack is a separate action which comprises of more than one attack. Using multi-attack does not give you an additional attack. Right. So if you use multi-attack, you don't get an extra attack. If you use bite, that's a bit weird.
This is the thing. I did read into this, and I'm going to leave it to you to decide.
That
'cause
is
I'm-
correct. In any stat block sympathize with the wealth, if for example you say you changed in something like it was multi-attack, one bite, and one attack makes no mention of using
Sorry, guys.
bite or the claw.
We
A
should have
player
discussed this
with
beforehand.
player with extra attack, however, could opt to take the attack action and claw twice or bite. Right. So you can either use a multi-attack as it stands, or you can attack twice. Choose one of the attacks and attack twice with it, basically.
Is that what we're going with?
That seems to be what it's saying, yeah.
Well, I think
You can
that
certainly
probably
bite
makes
twice,
sense,
but you
'cause
cannot use a multi-attack as a multi-attack. There was thread on this in saying,
I think basically what it boils down to is piercing versus slashing damage.
yeah,
Okay. So if there was something that was resilient to piercing, then I could use bite. No, weak to piercing, then I could use bite twice, or
yeah,
vice
essentially.
versa. Yeah.
Oh.
Fair dues. I'll just use multi attack. Actually, no. 1 second. 1d8 plus 4, 2d6 plus. I'll go for claws. I will. The guy in front of me. I'll start swiping at him. And I'm raging as well. He's not flanked, is he?
Eugene.
No.
No. Okay. Just normal damage. Normal attack, sorry.
Extra attack works with the attack action, not with any other action, including multi-attack.
24 to hit.
Okay, what we're attacking?
The guy
Right
north.
north of him.
Right, okay. 24 to hit, I say that's a hit.
Normal.
What are you using?
Slashing.
Oh, the claws.
Yeah. That's plus 2 as well. Is that right? 2d6 and 1. Plus 4. No, that's wrong. It's plus 2, Phil, so it's 12, because I'm raging still.
Uh-huh.
So it's 12 points of damage.
Okay, against him. Right, and you slash him, ripping his chest open and killing him.
That god awful scream. And
Blood everywhere.
second attack on the guy to the northwest.
Okay.
I said, Cade, you now got rivers of blood pouring down the table onto you.
Yeah.
I will run away, don't worry.
Okay. So. Attack. Normal.
Oh, man.
12 to hit.
It's going to be
That's
a
a miss.
He just sticks up 2 bare middle finger claws at him. That's me done.
Okay, so where are we tackling? So next is Aimless Guard, which is the one in front.
Just watch his body ripped in shreds.
Yeah, let's
Fucking bear.
see.
The bear clearly made eyes at him earlier.
Full disclosure, I didn't realise the bear was going to be so big.
Okay, right. He sort of like in a panic backs off with his spear like sort of raised up, raised like pointed out, sort of defensively in front of him.
Lack of open.
No,
Possibility.
no. He does a what's
No.
disengage.
All right.
Okay.
Tackling screams in bear, you better fucking run. Which comes out as a.
Right. And Commander, yes, he's not in there. She's gone. So it's patronising guard number 3, who's
Who's
dead. And then it's Cade.
Deserved it for being patronising.
It's Cade who's on the floor, covered in blood,
Okay, so Kate
with
uses
this
half
huge
his-
bear towering over him.
Okay, so basically all these things, I mean, people around me, they are dead. Apart from there's a massive bear next to me.
Yeah,
Winks at him.
basically.
Yep. And for
Okay,
Fook,
so-
surrounded by flame.
Okay, I will move away from the bear, hopefully not getting an opportunity attack, whatever that thing is. And I'm moving, over this dead body. So Fufuk is between me and the bear. I don't know this bear. Okay, and I get my whip out and I'm looking towards these other three people on the northeast menacingly. Don't come close, otherwise I whip you.
Okay, that it.
Yeah, that's my turn.
Okay, so next is Provincial Guard, who is dead
Yes.
apparently. So next is Commanding Guard, who is also dead.
Yep.
Next is Confident Guard. Let's see, how confident is he?
I wouldn't imagine very confident at the minute.
I just told him not to come close, so be in mind.
Okay, right, he's not confident at all. He sort of panics and runs for the exit and starts hammering on the door, avoiding the swarm of cherubs with heavily endowed cherubs.
Is that like that Rogue One scene in Star Wars when Darth Vader's coming towards Darth Vader, the hammering on door,
Yeah.
hammering on door to get it open.
Except this time it's a massive brown bear that's heavy breathing.
The next to act is Fufu.
Fufuki shouts out to the surviving guards, all 1, 2, 3, 4 of them, and says, "Throw down your spears, and you will be spared.
Okay,
Do
you
not
can
throw down your spears, and we will murder you."
make a persuasion check.
What's that? Charisma.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do I get advantage because I've got a big raging bear next to me?
No, I'm not going to give you advantage, but it'll set I've decided upon the difficulty class.
12.
Okay, right. The guards sort of look at each other, looking at this guy over here who's nearly dead, almost can barely stand up, and they all sort of cower against the walls and throw the spears to the floor.
You could
I nod approvingly and motion the others to go collect the weapons.
I shout from behind Fufuk.
Well-
You could start the whole thing with this, and more of you would be alive.
Yeah, but these
I'll-
orders.
I'll go and treat the one that's nearly dead, Phil.
Okay,
Stabilise him.
what's happening with tackling? Druid, wild shape.
We've
One
just
hour-
we've just
1 hour.
intimidated them to throw their weapons down. Raging bear.
Stay number of hours, unless you
I like to go to the door and peek out what's going on outside. Where's the commander?
hard.
So yeah, you
To
try
left
the
is
door.
hard.
You try as the others collect the weapons and herd the guards into one corner of the room. You try the door, but it won't open. It appears to be barred from the outside.
Well, I understand that. What I'm trying to do, I'm looking for a keyhole or underneath it. Remember, I'm quite tiny, so is it possible to peek out?
There's no keyhole. There's a minimal. Obviously there's a gap where the two doors come together, but not big enough to see through.
Okay, cool. I tried. No worries.
So what's tackling doing?
Um,
You can use a bonus action to cancel the transformation.
I absolutely could, yeah. But that's not going to happen. I'm going to
Have a go at bashing down that door.
absolutely, yeah. Which
I'm-
one?
I'm-
I would have gone north.
Yeah,
Gonna-
I'm
Coward.
Well,
Ran away.
well, no.
Against-
No. Sorry, in
No,
danger
no,
of
Phil.
making a long discussion. But there's a door to the kitchen. Is that barred?
It won't open. No.
They went
Oh,
this way.
Yeah, she went that way. Yeah, go for it.
Yep. So
I step away from the doorway when the bear is coming. I don't want to end up, like the door.
Spells,
Yeah, we-
able to speak, take an action, requires hands, is limited to. Radio. Okay.
pounding away on this door, Phil, trying to get through.
Yeah. One moment. Damage items.
Only had big gauntlets.
Well, we don't need you now. We've got a bear.
We have a Hulk.
A hairy one, not the
They're
green
very-
one.
We should give you a nickname like Hot and Fuzzy.
I think we can do better than that.
Yeah, we need to think about it.
Find it in here. Can't find it. There's a table in here somewhere.
Just on a side note, this was always my end game to get this bear in this game. Taken what, 18 months? How long have we been playing?
About that. In
Uh,
October, I think it's 2 years.
Spell damage. Oh, damn it. Where's the stupid object damage table gone?
It's on your cleaner. It's under general game systems.
Oh, if I put it in there. That's always a good place to put it.
I've got it in front of me at the minute.
Ah, there it is, indeed. Well done. Okay. Okay, that's a bit blurry on my eyesight is. Words threshold. Okay, so you can make an attack then.
The normal attack.
Can bears charge stuff? We don't have like a charge ability or some way you
No,
like
no.
move so many foot and do extra or anything like that.
Nope. Not the bear. There are some animals that have that, but not this
Okay,
boy.
so hit roll.
Let's just use claws. Check. Normal.
So the guards herded into like a corner of the room, yeah?
Yep.
And I'm expending a healing kit thing to stabilize the one that's nearly dead.
13 to hit, Phil.
That's numbers, isn't it? Oh, dice. Sorry, 15.
13.
13. Okay, right. So you hit it, but don't not hard enough to damage it.
Does double attack work in this situation?
Yes.
Yeah,
Well, I would
cool.
imagine you just keep attacking.
It's just he's just using an action to attack.
I'll just keep battering door then.
Okay, what's everybody else doing?
I keep the spell going. A, to intimidate the guards, and I can like block off basically half the room if I step just a bit forward. And when that door comes down, I want to be walking forward.
I like.
I'll
Yeah, carry on.
check the kitchen door, Phil.
Okay, it won't open. It looks like that's bad from the other side as well.
Why don't you guys start working on that one?
Yeah, good idea.
19 to hit, Phil.
Okay, right. That's a hit. It can roll some damage. See if it does any damage to the door. Does enough damage to the door to damage it.
Would I still be raging at this point?
Well, yes, it's still attacking, so yes. As
I
long as
still-
you're
yeah,
attacking, you're raging.
I've hit
does
something
it
as
count
well.
as an attack? I wouldn't say it counts as an attack.
Inanimate objects, I'll take that. It says hit or get hit. The
Yeah.
door's not hitting back, is it?
No, I wouldn't say it counts as raging.
Yeah, it's fine. Okay, rage is drop then.
Okay, so right. So it does. Let's see, where are we?
11.
So 11.
Slashing.
It's a threshold. So it does 1 point of damage to the door.
I'll just keep at it
Okay.
until somebody taps me on the shoulder.
Okay. What's everybody else doing? Just sitting there watching.
I
I
mean,
like. Yeah.
Well, I'm still healing this bloke, aren't I?
Okay. Yeah. So yeah, you can cast go healing on him then. Let's go
How's it
to
work
heal.
with healer's kit?
Oh, you're doing a healer's kit.
Yeah,
Okay.
just stabilizing him, not casting heal on him or anything.
Wasting a spell slot on him.
I don't have a spell slot to waste him. I can't cast heal.
He started it.
Healing kit.
I mean,
That's in the
chatting
healing
to the other guys while this is all going on, obviously not to tackling, is just like, so I could cast blink and get to the other side of the door and take the thing off.
Bar off.
The bar.
Thank you.
You don't know what's on the other side. She may have gone and brought reinforcements.
Probably, but my thinking is if I blink, go through, reappear, rip the bar off the door, then you guys just come pouring through and rescue me.
It's like a plan.
Okay, so you can take 5 minutes to use a healing kit and make a medicine check and try and heal him. You can roll it. You can basically re-roll one of his hit dice.
Just stabilizing him, aren't you?
Well, he's near death, so I want him better than near death because even if Cade breathed on him at the moment, he'd probably pass out.
And I can't walk over there. If I walk over there, I'm going to kill him.
18 for the medicine check.
Okay, so yeah, he gets to roll some of his hits back.
Where's my healer's kit? Spended a use on that.
Roll hit dice. Okay, right. You he's he sort of recovers all his health, getting back up to scratch.
And I'll herd him over to
Radio.
away from in front of the door.
Uh-huh.
So all 4 of them there. Yeah, there's that 5th one. I don't know what to do with him. So I don't want him in front of that door in the kitchen. Just leave him there on his own, and then just move the other ones through. There's a group of 4 up above me.
Okay. Right then. So if Tackling wants to make another attack on the door,
So
Move.
guys,
Move that one away from the kitchen door, Phil. So I want to leave the door unobstructed.
so I say to the guys, do you want me to? I can cast blink and get through there and just whip the
No.
bar off, and the bear's battering at it. So the door will just fly open as soon as it's open.
Do it.
I wouldn't waste the spell slot.
okay. So
Because,
that's a strong enough attack on the door, so you can roll some damage against it.
He's going for it.
That one
cast
Could be here all day. Could be here all day.
For food, cast blink on himself again.
Okay. Right, you disappear.
I immediately pop through to the other side of the door. Still concentrating on my spirit guardians, by the way. I can't move myself to the other side of the door. Sorry. Move to the other side of the door. Ethereal. All ethereal.
So you're dropping the spirit guardians then?
No, because blink's not concentration.
Do the spirit guardians go with you? I suppose they do.
Yeah, because it's centered on me.
So how much damage is that? 11 damage.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so that's another 1 point of damage to the door.
okay, can I join to damage the door, please?
Not really, no, because there's no room, because there's a large bear blocking the entire door.
I meant with spells.
Nope. No
On
room,
your
you can't
head,
see
be
the
it.
door.
Tiny man.
Okay, what
Yeah.
I like to do, is it possible to cast mage hand and try to remove the bar with it?
You can't see
You
it to
can't
remove
see.
it.
You can't see it.
Do I have to
That's
see?
that's what we said. We just couldn't see through it. Right, so bear's attacking. I cast blink. I'm on the other side of the door. So on the ethereal plane, before I reappear, what do I see?
You see. That's a good question. See more guards. You see the. Yeah. this guy and use him as a template.
Fireball time.
Right, you see about 5 or 6 more guards and the Castellan.
Okie dokie. Well, as soon as I sort of get ready, and as soon as my study the door, as soon as my blink allows me to be solid again, I rip the bar out the way of the door.
Spirit guardians are materialising all with me.
Yeah.
At the same time, yeah. So, but it won't affect them until they start their turn.
Would
You just-
Fafook have the wherewithal to get out of the way of the door, knowing that the bear's about to come charging through?
I'd still have movement. I'll still have my movement after my action, and I have no plan on getting in between a bear and
Lunch.
Multiple lunch. You know, Big Mac.
Okay. Right, we'll say you got a surprise round there to do. So you appear and turn round and whip the bar off the door.
And then I take a step to the left, out of the way.
Then a step to the right. With your hands on your hip.
Okay.
And I assume the bear's just going to attack the door, and it's just going to.
No, that's the wrong one.
Because if the bar's on the side I'm on, then that must mean the door opens that way, because it wouldn't have bothered if it opened.
No,
Yeah.
no, it wouldn't. You're correct.
They'd be like, "Hang on a second, have we been pushing on the have we been pushing on the door when it's a pull?"
Pull.
And the bear can't read, so the bear's just like, "Rah!"
Okay, so so Bear, Fafook, and Fafook need to roll initiatives then.
Oi, oi, oi. Sorry, I'm clicking in the wrong place like a moron.
I think my initiative's slightly wrong, unless.
I suck.
Which is nuts.
Do we?
Oh wait, I need to
Efficiency.
actually roll to see if I'm even physically there the next round. Just hang on a sec. So 10 or higher, I'm not there.
You said the end of your round that.
No, it's after my turn. Sorry, so surprise round. I did
Yeah.
what I wanted to do.
Yeah.
and then
Oh
I had
yeah.
to
So
roll.
yeah. Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I rolled a 7, so I'm there.
Yeah.
I'm physically there. Yeah. As are my little friends.
Brown Bear Dex is 10, so he's got no bonus. You've got no, as a bear, you've got no
Dex.
you got no Dex bonus.
I wasn't sure if I got proficiency. I didn't know if that should have carried over. If it's not come across, then I'm just going to assume no.
Well, that's something that we just do anyway. So yeah, you'd still have your proficiency bonus.
So it'd be a
That's
9
not
plus
official.
1.
But yeah, mine's.
Although
plus-
we haven't been using, we haven't been working it into initiatives, have we? Because it didn't found it, didn't
Yeah.
work it in.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay,
yeah.
I have to do it, yeah.
Yeah, it does. Yeah.
Oh right. Well, in which case all the NPCs have been at a disadvantage because they haven't been getting the advantage of their proficiency, if any.
Yeah, I've been using it for ages.
Right. Well,
You
maybe.
just add a modifier onto where
Yeah.
it says
Well,
initiative.
okay. In that case, then you'll just have to not use it because the NPCs can't use their Foundry won't let them use it.
Alright.
Without me individually, without me like individually adjusting every single initiative.
So what we need to do is remove our.
Proficiency.
Okay, cool.
Of course, that won't
I'm
be a
gonna-
problem when we get back to playing face to face. So won't have to do any of this technical messing about.
So shall I just leave it as is for now then?
Yeah, see,
Okay.
so yeah.
I'll just let it play
Okay,
out as it happens.
so first act is the burdened guard, and he starts. I think is he? Let's begin combat. So yeah, so he's within the radius. So he takes a wisdom save, and it's 15. Did you say it is?
Correct.
Wisdom save 15, and he fails.
Oh, unlucky him.
7 points.
7.
Okay.
It's a low roll,
Yep.
and he's slowed.
And he's slowed. Yeah. Okay, he's badly injured. Oh, he's injured. Okay, so right.
Fufuk doesn't have time to say anything at this moment. All my actions were focused on getting the door opened.
Okay, right. He's right. He's surprised. He's like backs off. Next one is Dopey Guard. He's,
The sleepy and sneezy in there as well.
he's within the
Well,
radius,
is the Castellan the Snow White or the other one?
so he fails his check.
I think she's the evil witch. I think this one might be sleeping. This one might be
That's 16.
bit of a big roll, that one.
Oh, he's battered to death. God, he were weak. He only had 4 hit points at full.
Pathetic fool.
Is that
Jesus
actually a
Christ.
Castellan or is it a Gladiator?
Castellan. No, it's just no image for her, I suspect.
No, no, there's no image, unfortunately. Yeah, so she's she's a bearded lady. Okay, so he's and next is Sentimental Guard. He's here, so he has to make a Wisdom save,
Oh, sorry. God, they all go before me, this poor fuckers.
and he passed.
He
So
takes 6.
takes 6. Okay. Right, needs another Wisdom save. See if what he's going to do about that.
Another one.
Yeah, it's his morale's
Oh,
wisdom.
right.
Right, he's so he's braver than the other one, and he steps forward and attacks you, lunging at you with this two-handed spear. And 21.
Oh, he hits. Definitely hits.
Stabbing you with a spear for a piddling 2 points of damage, but that does provoke a concentration check.
Yeah. Let's see if I can make this one. 10 or higher, isn't it?
Yeah, there you go, 20.
Oh,
Okay, so next to act is for Fook.
Super concentration.
I like.
Laser focused.
Yeah. I'm like, I would highly advise you to firstly stay out of the range of my protective spirit guardians, and secondly, there's a raging bear about to come through these doors. You'd better run like fuck, or you're all gonna die. Does anyone listen to me?
Well, you have to wait and see on their action. Some of they've acted already, haven't they? So it's like 6 seconds. So
Right.
that's you, is it?
Guys attacked me,
We did.
and I just smile at him beautifully. Right,
Okay.
my turn's over.
Righto. Next to act is Untrustworthy Guard, who is not within the radius. Let's see what he does after your announcement.
brother.
Right, he flees. Right, as he flees down the corridor, you hear what the hell? Where's that gone? You hear a woman. Where is it? Let me see. Says, "Get back in there. Respect the chain of command, or die. Follow my orders, or you die."
Nice.
Okay, so next to act is we've got two folks in there again for some reason. Next to act is Snooty Guard, who is in the radius. So he makes a wisdom save,
Ay, 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 ay.
and he makes a save, so it's half damage.
Sorry, just give me a second. Wasn't prepped.
Ooh,
Oh, he only takes 9.
yeah. Let's see, makes another wisdom save. Let's see. Okay, right, he also backs off. And next to act is tackling the brown bear.
Was the door open?
So well, you don't know. No, it's not open now.
No. You're just battering, so the next time you clobber it, it's
So
probably gonna...
so basically, you attack, you batter the door, and the doors like fly open. So you've got a
Right.
movement.
Okay. So let's assume that I've battered the door open. I see Fafuk and these two, and I just run straight up to them.
Okay.
Holy fuck, that's big.
Ah.
The whole area is just taken up by bear.
Gone from
as a
4
bon-
foot to that.
As a bonus action, just scream in bear.
No,
Right.
it's
Raw
just-
then. Raw.
Is that...
Raw.
No.
Oh,
I don't want to roar. I want to scream in bear.
I think that'll still be raw.
Semantics.
Right. Okay. So next to act is Gruta. Right. She's also within the radius. So she has to make a wisdom save.
and even if she passes, she still can't run away. She's slowed.
Oh.
Oh, she failed. Oh my god. You don't
And
want her
she's
to,
slowed.
you don't want her
14.
to, 14. Luckily, she's made a sterner stuff. Okay. Okay, right. She likes to stagger. She like carefully, cautiously backs and slowly backs away, saying, "Please, listen to reason. Stand down."
Oh, she's saying that to bear.
To Fafuk, really. She don't know you're a mission.
Who's like, this bear just showed up? I don't know what it's doing here. I do not claim any ownership of this bear.
This is going to be fun.
I mean, is Tacklin's bear, does it actually hear stuff and does it understand what we're saying to it?
Well,
Yeah,
it keeps
but
but he can't communicate with you.
I can't communicate back. It's completely one-sided.
Although you don't know that.
Yeah.
So listen. So I
So
would.
we could yell stuff at it, but we don't know if it's actually going in or not.
Yeah. So I
At
would.
this point today, yeah.
Yes, at this point, I would say that you would assume that it's just a wild bear and stay out of its way.
But it's not attacked us.
No,
It just went straight for the door
it did.
and it came out. So it's like my dogs. I yell at them and it might listen to me or not.
Maybe you don't know.
Maybe.
So basically, just like you don't know at the moment.
Yeah, fair dues. Right.
So
next
that's the
round?
end of that round. Yeah. Next round, reset initiatives.
Oh my god, what am I doing with the initiative? I've rolled ones and twos almost the whole time.
Ooh, trustworthy guard.
So I suppose we can add in Luhai and Cade and Obald now. Okay, so first to act is untrustworthy guard. Where are you,
Oh, shit.
untrustworthy
Sorry,
guard?
I forgot to roll, guys. Give me a second. Oh, Fufuk's still there.
Untrustworthy guard is where is untrustworthy? Oh, untrustworthy guard is there.
Running away.
He's run off.
Yeah, he was running.
Okay.
I think they all ran except for the one who stuck me, but he couldn't run because I don't think he had the option. Oh, I took damage, didn't I? What was that? 2. What's the damage? Damage.
Um, okay, right. So you hear the voice of the commander says, "Fire!" And volleys of arrows come raining down from above.
Dex saving check.
Sorry,
Dex saving check.
dex saving
these
check.
No.
No, these will be attacks.
Yeah.
Oh, just normal attacks.
Yeah,
Yeah.
attacks. Yeah. Right. So let's see. They're all at. Well, no, for Foot won't have that. We won't have that shield at the moment, will he?
No, of course I do.
Well,
I've got shield.
you've carried that shield with you.
Yeah, it's only the breastplate I left.
I mean,
mean-
would you? I mean, would you have taken it to just? I'm not sure if you'd have taken it to like just a meeting.
No, meeting with this woman. Absolutely.
Okay.
I've also got that shield, but I don't know if that. I don't think. I think my equipment just kind of becomes part of me.
Yeah,
doesn't
yeah,
it?
yeah. So it doesn't
Yeah, yeah.
really.
Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong. If I totally trusted this woman, I probably would have come in.
Yeah, no, that's fine. No, I
Chillax.
just checking.
But not
Right.
this one.
So so these arrows rain down. All the unseen archers all targeting tackling the brown bear, and as they hurtle towards him, they suddenly veer off course and all target Fafouk.
Oh no. Ah, no. Shield of missile attraction, I'm guessing.
Oh dear, it might be. Just not that you know what one of those is.
I've heard about them. I've never seen one in action.
So you have resistance from
Oh, you're
direct.
about to know.
So yeah, so you got resistance. So you take half damage from ranged attacks. And yeah, gets attacked with 10 50. Yep. Okay, so yeah, all 6 attacks go towards you instead. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
If they were aiming at the bear, though, surely that's a bigger target. So.
It's nothing to do with that.
Oh yeah, of course. If it's the
it's
shield.
some- It's
Yeah,
a
if the shield sucking
magical
it up.
item, you don't know.
Yeah, I've got that.
Where's that from?
We got 2. I got 1 as well.
Ooh, one's got a critical.
Ouch.
Okay, what's your arm class?
At the moment, 17.
17. Okay, right. All of them clatter. Most of them clatter against the shield, missing you. One strikes home. Bloody. Is that? No, that's from dice. And you take 10 points damage, although that's reduced by half, so you take 5 points of damage.
Oh, so it's damage resistance. Right, gotcha.
The projectiles, but it only hits for half as much.
Yeah. But, yeah.
I think it was just lucky.
So you need another con check against your for your concentration, another concentration check.
Oh, sorry, it's that plus 2. Oh, cool. 17.
Okay, so you managed to maintain your concentration. Right, next to act is Luhai.
These guys aren't. None of them are within 30 foot of me, are they?
Which
15
guys?
foot of me. The guards with
Archers.
crossbows.
The which? Sorry.
The archers.
No.
Okay.
Did you say one block is 10 foot?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Only
one
in
of
the
them.
big- only in
The big
small
tile is a 10 foot. Yeah.
And then you go forward, it becomes 5 foots. And then it becomes 10 foots again.
What?
Look at the floor plan. The size of the squares keep changing. Big squares are 10,
Right.
small squares
That's
are 5.
the small squares just showing up because of the
The
radius,
Spell.
the spell effect. So it's superimposes a 5 by 5 foot square, 5 by 5 squares on.
Move 5. 10. 15. Can I move past the folk?
Yeah, you can move through friendly things, friendly characters, unless they refuse to let you.
No, feel free. You notice a lot of arrows quivering
Yeah.
on walls around them.
If you move again, it will put. Well, you've got to move again, also you'll provoke an attack of opportunity from that guy. Because you can't stay in the same spot.
There's a guard in front of me.
Oh.
Okay, so
There,
that's
though. If
Aye.
over there, I'm still in his zone, aren't I, though?
Yeah, but you move through it. It provokes an attack of opportunity.
Oh, that's when you move out of it.
No,
Yeah,
it's
when you
through it.
leave.
When you're moving through it as well.
Uh,
Moving into it is fine. It's when you move out or through.
I think
right.
in the player's book it says only
It just
when you
says when
leave it.
move out. I know it does in the player's book, yeah.
Yeah.
So,
I'm just saying that before people start looking and realize.
Applies both ways, of course.
it'll be 35. Can I do an acrobatics move? Move past him.
You can try, yes, to get away with it, yeah. Yes. Okay. Right. You tumble past him, avoiding avoiding any opportunity attack. So you can keep moving.
I'll be 30. 35. So there's nobody here, Phil.
Yep, the commander's round here. Commander
35.
commander and a dead guard.
Do you watch a dead
40.
guard?
45 and I'll attack.
Okay.
Was that acrobatics? Was that a reaction roll?
Yeah.
Right. A commander then.
Okay.
You still get your bonus action. If that's what you were thinking, Lee.
Yeah, I wasn't sure.
Sure what's supposed to happen. She's supposed to have one. So
Whee!
looks like she got plate on, but I don't think she has got plate on. Could not go into this armor class.
Why? What's armor class?
Nice try. What's that? An 8? That's a miss.
No, 26.
No,
26.
Oh,
You
26.
roll
That's a
damage.
hit. Oh, damn it. 8 damage.
8 damage.
8 damage. Okay.
And that's stunning strike, Phil.
Stunning strike. Okay.
Monks finally come to the party.
They just woken up.
And
You're
stunning
shaking off
strike,
the
which is
effects of the drugs.
Constitution 15, isn't it? DC, you said before?
Yeah.
Okay, she fails.
Nice. Nice. Right. I'll use all my other attacks on her.
Okay.
For to hit.
Sorry?
4 to hit.
Yeah, that's a hit.
Another 8 points of damage.
Damage.
8 points of damage.
Another attack. Nice rocking.
That's a hit.
And
10 points of damage.
God, how much is that in a round? About 20, 23.
Okay.
26.
Wow.
That it?
Sorry, Lee, can't hear you. Is that it?
yes, that's it. Sorry.
Okay.
I think you might just cut out the first word. So if you say just one word,
Uh,
you can't hear it.
I think I'll have to keybind it on icon. Activate. Rather than I'm picking up sound.
Right.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, next to act is Obold.
I'll refresh anyway, just in case.
It doesn't seem too bad. I think it's like it's generally not too bad. It's just that sometimes that first word or first part of that first word. It's all about anyway. It's
Yeah,
Obold.
it might be a bit of lag with Discord.
Yeah. Obold.
Yeah, yeah, it's moving.
Yeah.
Oh, I can't. I've got bloody carrot sheets all over the place. Can't see a thing.
Time for a second monitor, Phil.
Yes, I know. Problem is, there's nothing. My desk's not big enough to put it on either.
Wall mount.
Yeah, no, there's not. There's a bookshelf to one side and then a window on the other side.
They're gonna have to brick it up then.
Yeah, I could like I suppose I could put laptop on chair and plug that in as a second screen.
Trying to think how to move.
But hopefully we won't have to bother because hopefully we won't have to do this much
For
longer.
too much longer.
Yeah. Because although it's been a godsend, it's also a massive pain in the ass.
I mean, just the prep work must be.
Yes. And
Right, let's try this.
I've never been one that, for being very good at like reading stuff on a screen and actually absorbing it properly. I don't know.
I'll
why.
move to here, Phil. I'll have to make an acrobatics roll. Try and
Okay.
get past for Fook without provoking an attack of opportunity.
Okay.
So this is where I'm aiming to go.
Yep, I see. I can see it. Yep. Go on then.
Because the guy didn't use a reaction to attack Luzai, he still got it to attack Cade,
Yeah.
perhaps.
To
Obald.
Obald. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. No problem.
I don't even notice. It's like there's this green glimmer, and suddenly you're there. You're like,
And I will attack this one.
Okay. You probably don't notice the fact there's a huge bear that smells a dwarf at the side of you.
Well, I noticed him. That's why I skipped past him to the left. Do I get advantage because of the bear next to him?
I suppose that's probably quite distracting.
I'll go for non-lethal damage, Phil.
Okay.
And that
That's
whiffed.
a miss. That's about as non-lethal as you can get.
Yeah. I'll go for another non-lethal one then.
Okay.
That was very low. From
Okay,
Phil.
that's a hit.
wow.
That's
7 points of damage.
7 non-lethal. Okay, let's use that top one for that. So that's 3.
Well, it's good it's non-lethal because this boy stood here, he's about to take some spirit guardians in the face in a second.
Oh dear. Okay, is that it? Anything else?
Last attack.
Last attack. Does it
Again,
affect
no.
unconscious people? I'm not sure if it does. Do spirit
again.
guardians affect unconscious ones?
I don't know. I've got this horrible feeling the answer is yes, because
9 points
Does-
damage for that one, Phil.
I mean, I'm more than happy for you to say it doesn't attack unconscious people. because-
Well, I would assume it does. I'm just curious if it's some weird thing in.
Triple checking. Just triple checking.
Yeah, if you don't
Will
mind.
they automatically fail a will save if they're unconscious?
Yes, I would. Yeah, this is another thing. Yeah.
Yes.
Well, I'm not sure. Well, anyway, it needs looking into. So was that a hit? 9 damage, you say?
Yeah, 9 points is not lethal.
9 points in line. Right. Okay. Right. You knock him unconscious.
Okay, here's a tiny loophole, Phil. You're gonna have to tell me if you'll go with it. When a creature starts its turn in the area or enters the area for the first time, so do unconscious people get turns? Now they do for death saving throws and stuff like that.
Yeah. So yeah, now I would say if there's nothing that
They're not-
specifically says unconscious people aren't targets, then I would say that they do get hit.
Yep, agreed.
I'll look into it some more later, but yeah, as it stands, I would say they probably do. Yeah. So anyway, he falls unconscious, and at least he won't know he's being battered to death by fairy dicks.
That's my go done.
Okay, so next to act is Cade.
So Cade
The Bloody.
Cade looks around. There's one table turned sideways. The other one is next to me and
Yeah,
still
knocked
standing.
over.
And we had some kind of food here. Cade is looking for a soup bowl lid or a bread basket.
Okay.
Do I see anything like that?
Yeah, I suppose something along them lines. Yeah, it's laid on
Now's
the
not
floor.
the time for snacks.
No, I'm
No,
not.
just
No,
about to
no.
say.
Cade is not eating. Cade will pick up. Is it a soup bowl lid or is it a bread basket?
I would say it's like a silver, like a metal platter.
Okay. So Kate picks this up, raises this above his head, using it as a shield from above, looks to the left, where the 4 or 5 guards are there, and reassures them that, if you want to leave, stay here, don't come close to us, don't follow us. And Kate will walk out from this room, moving north, holding that, plate above my head against
Oh,
the
you're
missile.
quite safe. I'm carrying a shield of missile attraction.
Right, he
You are
doesn't know that, though,
perfectly
does
I,
he?
safe.
I I don't know that, do I? My character
Uh,
doesn't know that. So, therefore,
close the door and bar it.
yeah, so
Yeah.
Cade is walking out and stops just behind Fufuk, and I'm looking for targets. Do I see any targets? And any enemy who is willing to fight or combat or what?
You
Uh,
just see a pair of giant bear balls
yeah.
smacking into the
I
face.
don't think so. I'm gonna shoot the bear in the ass with a fireball.
Yeah, you
Thank you.
can't really see much past the bear, so you can see Fafouk and a guy who's laid on the floor, either dead or unconscious.
Okay, that's
Another dead guy.
good,
So
good
no,
enough for me. Good
no.
enough for me. I hide behind the bear. Brilliant. I'm happy. My turn is done. Thank you.
Okay. All right. So next to act is the Castellan Gruta. Right, she again implores you to desist, and she's and tries and says that she's prepared to listen to your claims.
As soon as your commander stands down, stop trying to kill us.
What a snooty guard.
So Snootigard.
Please tell me he's legging it.
Snootigard is pretty badly injured, so Snootigard's already backed off, so Snootigard holds his ground back there. Grutta holds her ground as well. She doesn't back off any further, but she doesn't come forward any either. And Burdengard also retains his ground. Next to act is tackling the bear dwarf.
Dwarf bear. Thank
Dwarf.
you very much.
No, bear boar is better. Barbarian bear boar. Bear boar.
Gonna get height sickness because it's like over double the height that he normally is.
Vertigo.
Vertigo.
Never
Yes,
been
vertigo from that
Is-
viewpoint.
This guy's unconscious, yeah?
Yeah.
And so I don't have to worry about him.
Yeah, so let's make it unconscious.
Um, I
Come up with me and wreck this captain.
you see the problem is if I try getting past the whole size thing works both ways. If I try getting past her, it might provoke an attack of opportunity. Unless I guess I could just maybe not sneak past. Yeah.
So when you're
Let's just
moving
get
a
this.
large creature, you choose one of the squares and you move, as they say, as if it's that square.
A large square.
Yeah. So like for instance, you choose if you're moving the bear. Say you choose this 5 foot square in the corner, and you move it as moving that. That's where you count from.
I could. Fuck it. I'm going for captain. If she attacks me, she attacks me. That's her silly fault, in it. I will grab the token. Is it?
How far do these bears move?
It's like 40 feet. Yeah, 40 feet. Climb 30. So, is it control to move? Yeah, there you go.
Hold down
Ah,
control, then click your mouse.
you what? Sorry.
Hold control,
Yeah.
and then move the cursor, and then click the mouse on a square to start moving it in a different direction.
So I'm gonna go on there. And there. And there. And there.
and then press the space bar.
space.
Yeah, but what I'm worried about, Phil, is I don't want to go too far because it's going to provoke an attack opportunity here. I don't want to be moving past it and not,
Well,
right,
just
I'll tell
move. You can always drag yourself back if you.
fine. So that's
Okay,
where I'm
so yeah, we'll decide what she's gonna do. What is she
Okay.
gonna do?
She won't attack him, was she? She will like hold him back.
Right,
Yeah,
so
but she's still
she
got a reaction.
And she's just seen a giant bear come hurtling towards her.
right she hesitates and in the end just like she doesn't do anything. She doesn't like intervene as you like charge past.
I will move to grapple the the captain.
Come on.
Yeah.
Apple, start wrecking.
Now let's see if we can resolve this without any more bloodshed.
What? Says the raging bear. I think not.
Yeah. That druid as well now, I have
Come
to
on, you hit the big
check
red
these.
button. You got to play it all out. You can't
Oh,
undo
but-
the country.
Well, if you're a druid, just think it's all compost.
Yeah. Yeah, fair enough. Fuck it, I'll just attack her then.
You've got advantage anyway.
As a druid in wild shape does not need hands, but the creature must have special rules regarding grapple.
Okay. What rules are there?
So basically, it's got to have a grapple attack.
I
Only
thought
you
it
don't
just
have
If
grapple
if the
attack.
form you've got hasn't got hands, then it's got to have a grapple attack to be able to grapple.
I haven't got one.
bear can't grapple things.
No,
We
like I
were
said,
on
they
about
used-
this earlier.
this is what we were on about earlier. They used to have like a grapple attack that they attacked with the claws, and if they hit with both claws, then the bear did a bear hug. But they don't
Right, okay.
do that anymore.
Okay.
That's why I was looking before.
Courtesy of 5e.
Yeah.
Knock her out with you.
Did you guys ever read about a guy who was touring in France, an Irishman, back in the 17th century, and he stopped to, and there was a group of Romanians were performing there, and they were like poking it with sticks to make it perform, and he walked over to watch the show, and he heard the bear speaking Irish, like the Irish language.
Huh.
And at that
What?
point, it all came out that the Romanians had captured an Irish guy and sewn
Oh,
him
but
up inside the bear suit and were making him perform tricks.
You said it for advantage.
Sorry?
Advantage.
What?
She's stunned.
It's stunned.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
she's stunned.
Okay, cool. Oh Christ.
That just hits.
Whew. Go for that.
So you can do if you. I mean, you're not. I'm not saying that you are, but you can. If you can use, you can do non-lethal damage with a lethal damage weapon, but your attack is at disadvantage.
No,
Unless
I
you're
don't.
able.
No, I'm not saying that you would. I'm just putting it out there for everybody if they want to. If you
Hmm.
you can use a sword to do non-lethal damage, but it makes the attack at disadvantage.
Yeah.
Or-
Who wants
or
us to do
weapon.
non-lethal damage though?
No, it's just saying if. It's just putting it out there.
There's only monks that get away with it when they're doing.
Yeah,
The
monks
road
can do
unarmed
monks
attack.
can do it or just automatically decide whether they're doing lethal or non-lethal.
With unarmed attacks only, though.
Yeah. Sorry, what was that? I weren't paying attention then.
Like
Uh,
20
okay,
odd
wait.
or something.
Wait,
12 damage for the first hit.
12 damage
and then 11.
11,
and then 11 to hit.
No,
11
damage.
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 Oh,
So
so
24 to hit for the second attack.
so 23 damage then.
Yeah. You don't.
This
Okay,
is
she's
on top of
badly
the
injured.
size 26 or earlier.
Okay,
It's my turn.
so
Does the bear do
next,
something else?
no, that's it. Can't do anything else. It's a foot next.
So the guard stood in front of me. He's unconscious now.
Yeah.
And understanding the implications of what my spell's going to do to him, and knowing that we don't really want to kill people, I
Hey, why are
say
you
to
saying all this now?
sorry,
Why are we saying all this now? We're not actually trying to kill people after we've just been in murder mode for the last 2 hours.
no, you're a raging bear. You're in murder mode. That's like end of.
Lazai's been killing people as well. Heads exploding and that.
Yeah, but he got drugged. It's fine. I
Okay,
like
fine.
watching the monks cut loose of it. I step forward with my spirit guardians going,
Mhm.
and so like basically surrounding a
Yeah.
bunch of people that are gonna die. And then I say to Gruta, I say, I am gonna trust that you are gonna tell your people to stand down. So I'm gonna cancel the spell, and if we are lucky, we'll be able to stop our raging companion from murdering your lying, thieving, what's the word for someone who lies a lot? Mendacious commander. You got that? And I cancel Spirit Guardians.
Okey-doke. Real. And next is Sentimental Guard, who is unconscious. Okay, so it's next round to find out what happens. Reset initiatives.
God, it's a nightmare trying to get my character while you guys are all jumping all over the place. Wow, I'm rolling bad. Wow, Brutus first. Wow, Brutus first. What did you roll, Lucai?
9.
5.
Wow.
5? Is that what I write? 9. 9.
With 9 I rolled.
Yeah, 9. It sounded like 5. Right, so Groot takes a couple of steps back and says, "Stand down! Stand down!"
Luzine is killing Renzi. Do you hear it?
Don't want to hear it.
Right, she's still got a weapon in hand, but she backs off sort of defensively.
Fuchs torn between tossing his shield aside or not.
Okay, alright, so let's get this back in the right place. Okay, so next to act is Luhai.
I'm going to
All
go
on
for it.
you, monkey boy.
For it. Code. There's only thieves, assassins, and pirates that use that trick. So a dishonorable person. Not letting I get away with it. Right. Feel stunned, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And being eaten by a bear.
Okay, that's a hit.
Seven points of damage.
7 points of damage. That's a hit, another
Some rolls
hit.
for change. Nine points of damage.
Okay, battered her within near an inch of her life.
I don't know. I don't know what to do here.
Let them
Twi-
go.
Out of character, I think it's better knocking her out than killing her. because then at least we can allow them or give them the opportunity to try and listen to what we're saying and investigate her. I think it's worse for us if we actually kill her.
I'll use soft damage, Phil.
Okay. So it's attack with advantage again. Okay, that's a hit. Non-lethal damage. Okay, right, you slap her around the face and she spins around, twirls on the spot and collapses in a heap.
Oh, I wanted to kill her so much.
The dark side.
I did, especially after replicating that trick with the pirates.
She probably learned it from the pirates.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Right, sorry, chaps. I'm afraid I've got to go. Are we okay pausing it here?
Yeah, we can pause it
Yeah.
there.
Fine by me, guys.
Gives me chance to decide what's going to happen, what the aftermath and all that's going to be.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. Hang on. Fafook's got to roll. It's going to be the worst bloody timing. I'm going to disappear, aren't I?
Well,
No, I'm still there. There we go. Right. Thank you, chaps. This was
right, other
awesome.
guys.